have returned. Anti-invisibility spell. Activate. Anti-invisibility spell. Activate. Thank you so much. Wow. Hi. Hello! I've returned. I woke up 20 minutes ago. No, 24 minutes ago. Still. Hey! What's going on? Hey, how y'all doing out there? Hi. Hi, hello. Bozus? The Bozus. Oh my god. I thought, whoa! Calm down, children. My cats are going crazy. Anyways, hi, how you guys doing today? How you doing? Are you doing well? I missed you. It's been a weekend. Longest weekend of my life. You know why? I was in an airport for half of it. Well, planes and airports anyway for half of it, which I don't even think is much of an exaggeration if I'm being honest with you, but, you know. Hi! I went to the Takenoshi Kiyara and Ninomai Inanis Drawn to Dawn concert in LA, and it was very cool. And I can say with pride that my streak of not being able to see at the Hololive concerts has been broken. Because we got very good seats and I could see the screen very clearly both days and the side screens and the stage and the side screens, you know what I mean? And I could see the audience and everything and it was so nice. It looked so fucking pretty. What the heck? I didn't know. Oh my god, it's crazy. The production was really good. But yeah, I really liked it. I'll talk more about that in a bit. But just so you know, it went well. Did you get balcony seats? Yeah, they had like... hold on, let me look at my little ticket thingy to tell you what it was actually called. Upper Mez Reserved. upper Mezzo, so I think it was like the top, how do I describe this? They had the floor where everybody was standing, you know, the standing pit, right? And then they had the top part that was like uppies a bit. And then there was a second part that was kind of also above the top part, but it was like uppies. There was like a middle section. There was like a third section up there. We were in like that middle section, in the very middle of it. So I had a good view, even when people were standing. So, you know, no complaints from me. I had a fantastic time. I did recognize some of the people in the pit at the bottom. We saw Imani and I. We were people watching. We were like, is it this one person? I'm not gonna call your names out in case I don't know if you're here or not. But we were like, is that this person who we met at like Offkai or whatever? Yeah, it was you. I also did seen. I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was because I couldn't see. But somebody, Kiara mentioned Asteroid at one point, right? Just like a quick little thank you, but I seen somebody in the front on the corner of the thing with a purple and a green pen light who turned to face the audience and made a little heart with that. Now I don't know if your intention to you person was for me. Art of Lart, that was you. We did see it though. See, I saw it and I was like, is it somebody doing it for us? Is it somebody? We saw it. Oh wait, that's so nice. Thank you, Bart. Wait, that's so cool. My friend was apparently in line next to a Bozu on day one. Really? Yo, I probably walked right by them. I won't lie. I probably gave that Bozu a heart attack. I don't know who it was, but the first day, because we didn't know where the front of the building was, but we had to be like taken in through like a separate line and like get our like tickets at the like front, like they had like a little side window. We had to get them there. So we had to walk the first day. We didn't know where the front of the building was. so I had to We had to like squeeze through the crowd, and I went right in between both like lines that wrapped around the building, and we went around the whole damn thing for the most part. I probably walked right by that Bosu. Hey, whoever it was, did you sniff me on the way by? Did you notice? Or was I so slick you didn't ever know? You didn't even know. It's pretty obvious my hair is purple. And my backpack was purple. And I had a little skirt. And also, I had a little pom-pom on my bag that's also purple. And my shirt was purple. And my nails was done purple. I wonder if it was obvious. Hi, Yuta-san. Hello. Hi, John Wick. Hi, Blart. Hi, ISD. Hi, Stellafaz. Hi, SIvan. Hi. Mini Mimi. Hello. Hi, Lucas. Hi, Illuminatu. Hi, The Best. Hi, Rugen. Hi, Apocalypse. Hi, Julie. Hi, Sand. Hi. Hebber Jebber. Lemonator Relay. Hi. Hello. Lurkers. VOD watchers. What's going on? Hey, hi. Which character's the protagonist moment with Mimi and all purple? Honestly, not even really, because I feel like I blended in extremely well to that crowd, especially when I was surrounded by the takodachis. I won't lie to you. I looked like I was just sporting full takodachi, which, you know what, that's not a lie. That's never been a lie. Did you guys know? Did you know? Well, I had orange. Well, I had like this like pinkish orange, because I don't have any like actual orange, but I had like this pinkish orange color that I was wearing for a couple like little accessories. Like I had it on my little like scrunchie and stuff like that. I tried to wear both colors both days. I tried that. It kind of worked. But did you know Ina was like my first Hololive like Oshi? Did you know such a thing? In like 2020, maybe 2021, around that range, when they were doing like that first Minecraft server real big. Oh, SIvan, thank you for the super. Like I watched her a lot. Yeah. My only regret was not meeting Mimi. I wanted to say hello and take a picture. Oh no, you must have been so short I overlooked you. SIvan, I didn't know you were there. Oh no, wait, that would have been crazy. Oh, I wish I did like a little like, if any bozus or bagels want to meet us at some point, you know. Meet up here at this time. I should have done something like that. I know there wouldn't have been a lot of you, so it probably wouldn't have been too big of a hassle. We should have done a little something. Maybe next time. I'm so sorry. Hi, Boo-Boo, welcome. It's already been that long since Hololive English started, yeah. I started in 2021, too, so it just kind of feels like... it's been a while. But yeah, she was my first Oshi. Because I said, wow, a pretty purple lady who can draw? That sounds pretty up my alley. So listen up. Here's a story about a shorty girl who lives in the purple world all day, all night. All she sees is just purple like her, inside and outside. Right. Is that based on the Prince of Bel-Air? I don't remember how that goes, but I got the reference, I think. At least I think I did, unless I didn't. Do you still have the mini taco 3D print? Of course I do. It's on my shelf. I put it next to... I saw another takodachi in the airport line. And he was just sitting alone. And I was like, well, I got a lot of these extra prints. Because we got... I guess it wasn't like a general admission print. Maybe it was like a special seating print or something. We got these little prints from the concert. But we got them both days. And... Ari and Mani only took like one set each, so I had 4 sets of the prints. So I said, I'll share one set with this random takodachi in the airport. And he gave me a little takodachi like I don't know how to describe it, like a 3D keychain. It's really cute. Whoa. No, that's the Blue Dabba song. Oh. I don't think I know that whole song, to be honest. I think I really only know that blue dabble dee da be da. If I was green, that's the only part that I know. She exploded. Is that what it sounds like when I explode? Hello, bless you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hi, Twan. Welcome. But yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. We met Ari in person for the first time. I'm not surprised, but I am relieved. I can officially say every single person in Asteroid is super chill and really awesome. I can officially say that everyone in Asteroid, super chill, pretty awesome. The 3D printed taco flat with a silver keyring. I thought it was gold. Oh, let me grab it. I put it in my bag because I was at the airport and I didn't want to lose it. But it's right here. Oh no, it does have a gold keychain. Hold on, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Hold on just uno second. If I can just free it from its shackles. I bought this other thing. I'll show it to you. But we were walking around LA before the concert on the second day, on Saturday. Because just for context, we were only there. Why am I chatting on this screen? I don't know, but whatever. We were only there from like Friday to Sunday. Like we came in on Friday and left on Sunday, which we really shouldn't have done. We should have given ourselves an extra day because that shit was really hard. But the concerts were fun, and that's all that matters. But yeah, let me get the cat cam out and I'll show you. I'll show you what I received at the trading post with the Takodachi at the middle of the airport. Speaking of the airport, has anyone ever had this? I flew with Delta. They had this like lady come by with like a game show spinny wheel, and she was like, "Spin the wheel, get a prize!" And it was free. And I was like, "Well, she had like game music playing on a speaker with her little cart." I was like, "Well, fuck yeah, I'm gonna spin the wheel. I want a Rice Krispie treat." But some people want little duckies, little like fair thingies. Little bag tags. It was kind of cute. Little snackies and such and things. You know, I was happy with the Rice Krispie treat though, because I haven't had one of those in a while, and I like those. You know what I'm saying? They're real bad for you, but I do like them. Delta remains on top. Johnny's always saying that. That's why I flew Delta this time. And I won't lie to you, I didn't really have any issues with that. You know? Anyway, this is the Takodachi that I got from the Takodachi. It's got a little gold keyring, but it's super cute. I really like the way he like dangles like this. A little dancer do. He fucking dancing. When he's like sleeping, he's so cute. I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna put this next to my 3D printed one, which is on my shelf over there. And then this. Wait, hold on. This is the purchase that I made. Let me take my earbuds case out of it. My earfuds. And turn the little guy inside of it around. So I don't know if you guys remember. They're right here, actually. I'll show it to you. But a while ago, we did a stream where we did like, we got sponsored for the gacha games, right? Well, we got these guys, the Mofu-sans, right? Mofu-sans. And I really like them. They're very cute. I want to take them to the aquarium with me because they're just little cats in like little shark costumes. And it was really cute. So when we were walking around LA, there was like a Hot Topic in a mall, and we were like, well, we gotta go in the Hot Topic. So we went in the Hot Topic, and I saw this Mofu-san bag. We also went to the mini show, and there was a Mofu-san like gacha thing, so I got one little gacha guy. That's him, little squid guy, and then the Mofu-san pouch, which I had to buy it. Look at it, it's so cute. I had to. It's got the little Mofu-sans on it. I was obsessed with it, so I purchased it because I knew I would regret not purchasing it. So this was my one purchase from LA. So that's pretty nice. I really like it, and I put the taco on it. I think this is also 3D printed. This taco. Has that like sparkly 3D printed texture. I like it. I don't know, Picasso. So that's what I did with that. Oh, give me just 1 second. Give me just 1 second. Oh, okay. I have to do a very, very quick BRB, but then we'll get into drawing, okay? If you could give me, whoa, oh my god. My model's freaking the fuck out. If you could give me, like, literally 60 seconds. I'll be right back. I apologize. There was something I forgot to do before stream, and I need to do it. And also, I need to reset my VTube studio. So, I'll see you in a hot second, okay? Give me 60, maybe 64 seconds exactly. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. I'm going to swap to this BRB screen. I think it still has Neuro and Vettel on it, but, enjoy it. It doesn't. It's different. Okay, I'll see you in a second. I've returned. Hello. I'm back. Sorry, I had to help my grandma with something. I've returned. Mimi's leaving because she regrets coming back with the milk. No. Well, I didn't even bring any milk. There's some milk in the fridge. If you need some milk. Oh my god, he needs some milk. Anyways, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. Not 7 seconds. Oh my god. Somebody's gotta get Kiara off of that. How many times did she make 6-7 jokes during that concert? I think it was like 6 times total both days. Yes. I'm actually drinking milk right now. Oh, congratulations, Brian. Hi, by the way. Ghost of Mid, hi, by the way. Janice, hello. Lord Penguin, hi. About 6 or 7 times. I wonder if she did that on purpose. I wonder if she did that on purpose. Kiara will stop when the fans stop and the concert line was happy Roku nanaing everyone. I see. I'm seeing. Wait, does the Oshi stop when the fans stop, or do the fans stop when the Oshi stops? Because I always thought it was the other way around. This could be a vicious cycle if we're not careful. This could be a vicious cycle. There's a couple things. I don't know if I'm allowed to say a couple of things that happened. But I will simply leave it. And I met some very cute girls. It was amazing. Thank you so much. Who wants to draw today? That's what the stream is, after all. That's what the stream is, after all. I might elaborate on that later. I might not. Who knows? Who knows? It's a virtuous cycle. Oh, is that what that is? I won't lie. I actually don't know exactly what I want to draw today. We have a couple options. I don't know if you guys want, you know, a poll. Dare I say it? Dare I say such a thing? I don't know if you want that or otherwise, but I'll tell you all about my entire experience in the airport as I was there for so long. Draw the concert 1 frame at a time, 24 frames per minute for a full 2.5 hour performance from your view. That would actually be really hard, but I could do it. Well, I don't know. I don't have a good memory if it was recorded, but you weren't allowed to do such things. I did have a really good view, though. And we took some pictures and everything. Oh, my God. Also, our Airbnb, we didn't notice this till we were it was already the second day. You could see the fucking Hollywood sign from our Airbnb. It was real far away, but you could see it from the front door. You walk out. And at some point, I was brushing my teeth, and Ari goes, "Hey, guys, come here." And we were like, because we had just woken up. So Monty goes out there, she goes, "Holy shit." So of course, even though I'm mid brushing my teeth, I'm like, well, I gotta go see now. So I go out there, fucking Hollywood sign right there. What are we doing? I also will say, we rented a car because we thought it would be cheaper than, or easier, I guess, maybe not necessarily cheaper than doing Ubers back and forth everywhere all the time. Driving in LA, because I was driving, is one of the worst experiences I think you could wish on anyone. Nothing happened, but God, was it stressful. I drove on the fucking Hollywood Avenue, fucking Sunset Boulevard, fucking to and from LAX in a rental, yeah. All the little streets around it. We went to a really shady looking Home Depot at one point. Yeah. Also, the gas stations in LA confuse me. So many of them just don't work. I would push okay, so I don't know if it works like this in other countries, but when you do the gas stations in America, okay, you get out, you do it yourself, unless you're in New Jersey. All right. Jersey doesn't do that. They have people do it for you, which is so nice. I don't know why other states don't do that, but anyways, you get out of the car, put your little card in the thingy, and then you select the grade you want, put the nozzle in the back of your car, fill it up, right? Well, I tried pulling the thing. I did all those steps. I tried pulling the fucking trigger on the nozzle in three separate machines at 2 separate gas stations. And they just didn't fucking dispense any gas. It didn't work. There was no out of order sign or nothing. I'm sitting there what the fuck am I doing? Am I going crazy? We went to a second gas station, and finally it worked at the third fucking pump we were trying, and I had to go pay for it inside because that was the only way to turn it on. What are we talking about? I can say, though, I did not scratch, crash, or destroy in other ways, in any way, in fact, the rental car. Which is good because we didn't really go for the big coverage, so, It was also a very expensive car because this is another random story. I'm going to tell my stories out of order today. I hope everyone's fine with this. did the inner Jersey come out through the horn. Only once did I use the horn. Only once. And that was because a guy tried pulling out while we were going by and I had nowhere to go. So if I didn't horn at him, he could have hit us. Horn at him. Honk at him. If I didn't honk at him, he wouldn't have known. So I had to be fucking wailing on that fucking thing. He looked at me like... So... Perfect insurance score. I mean, yeah, no, I mean, I've never done anything bad. I've never been pulled over or anything in a car, but, you know, it's gonna happen eventually, so I'm scared for the day that it does, and I hope that it's not in a rental. Okay, sorry. What are we drawing today? I want to tell you my stories while I draw. What are we drawing? Do you guys want a poll? I didn't see you guys spamming it. Oh, you did spam it. You did spam it. You do want a poll. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I got distracted. You definitely do. I did see that spam there. Okay. You had airport story. I've got airport stories. I've got car rental ship stories. I've got Manya Bagel and Ari Asteroid. Is that his last name now? Stories. Etc., etc., etc. Pull. Okay, don't worry, I got you. I'll give you some options on this day, okay? I'll give you some options, because we've got plenty of things that we could do. Start a poll. What draw today? Okay, option number 1, Taco Tori. If you want me to draw a little Taco Tori. John Asteroid. Oh yeah, that's Johnny. Johnny's legal name, John Asteroid. John R. Asteroid. Right. Then option 2. I'm your treasure box Mimi for my cover of that. Like I said, I want to get the stuff done for that kind of soonish, so that's an option. Another option would be... Let's see. I had 4 of them in my head like a couple minutes ago. Oh, yeah. Another 20th anniversary Miku, because I do have an idea for that. Miku design. Okay. And John Hour Asteroid. Right, yes. Maybe it's Ari Steroid. I see what you were trying to do with that. It just unfortunately sounds like he's on steroids. Which, I mean, I don't know if he is or isn't, but I wouldn't say so personally. He wasn't exactly a beefcake, you know what I'm saying. Johnny Ass Steroid. That's pretty accurate. I think that one's pretty accurate. I realized that too and was like, nah, send it. I think it was worth it. Don't worry. Okay, I don't know. You'll just get the 3 options because my brain's not really on today. So, there you go. 3 options. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll or forever hold your peas. Vote in the poll or forever hold your peas. Okay? But yeah, I guess I'll tell you the rental car story. So, we took the shuttle to the rental car place from the airport in LAX, right? And we were talking to the guy there about renting a car, and he was like, so, are you guys here for the concert? And we were like, yeah. How'd you know? Because we're not like decked out in our Taco Tori gear or anything at this point. We're just like, you know, vibing. Well, I don't know. I wasn't even wearing purple. I was in my like sweatpants. I was not. Listen, we were not decked out. We were in our airport gear, okay? But he knew. And we were like, yeah, we are. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then eventually we were there for a while. Because long story short, he tried to give us like a really expensive thing for the car. We were like, well, can we do something that's less expensive? like he wanted like the really expensive package. And we were like, well, what if we do the less expensive package? Hi Thrud, how'd you like DTD? It was really, really good. It was so amazing. I'll talk more about that in a little bit, but it was super amazing. I'm gonna end the poll in 1 minute starting in 7 seconds. So get your votes in, or forever hold your peas. blah, 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 blah. But not wearing full happies and motor gear at the airport SMH my head. No, listen, I don't want to get it dirty, okay? If I had full gear like that, I can't be getting it dirty, okay? What, like, you don't know who's in the airport. Stinky dum-dums. Oh my god. No. I have to make it nice and pristine for the Oshis to see. Okay, thank you so much. But... Oh yeah, so we were talking to him, and then eventually started asking, like, so, like, what do you guys do? Like, how'd you guys meet? And we were like, oh, we, like, work together. And it's like, oh, what do you do? And we're like, you know, like, music stuff. And he was like, oh, is it for the concert? And we were like, yeah. I say we. This is mostly Monty talking at this point. I didn't really contribute very much to the contents of the concert. I was there when it was being made, and I did a couple random visual things like the Mirage outfit and some nail designs, but I don't think those were used in the concert, so actually I know they weren't. I don't know why I'm saying I know. I don't think they were not, so you know, but you know, I was there. I was included, which is very nice of them. Thank you so much. Anyways, so we were like, yeah, and he was like, oh, that's so cool. And he was telling us about his daughter, who's an actress, and then he's showing us pictures, and I guess because we were really nice, he was like, oh, I'll be nice to you too. He, like, changed the little writing on our thing, and he said, you go on up to the presidential lot and pick any car you want for this price. So we were like, oh, thank you so much. Are you allowed to do that? I don't know, but thank you. So, yeah, we did that. We picked some fancy shit with a computer in it. Actually, our first choice was a car that had no gas in it. So we were like, well, I guess we can't pick this one. So we went into a different car. And it was all fancy and computery. It was a Honda Kona or something like that. I don't know. It was nice. It had a very confusing parking brake, but a quick Google search fixed that, so don't worry about it. It was very nice. It was a very nice guy. We took the car. We drove to the Airbnb. I told myself I would end this poll a hot minute ago. Let me end the poll now. Poll ending. Who's the winner? What are we drawing today? Taco Tori. I kind of thought that would win. Oh, but the other ones weren't too far behind. It was a pretty split vote. All right, nice. Okay, so let's try some Taco Tori today while we chat about the concert and such and things, I suppose. Let me shrink my chunky head over here, alright? Get my pencil out. That's not my pencil. That's my pencil. Okay, anyways. I'm also gonna take my hat off me, thanks. Air my head out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it should be a little bigger. Maybe it should be a small bit bigger than you. Picasso. Hi, Nyai. Hi, I'm Mimi. I'm the nail stylist. Can I even say that? Maybe. Obviously you have an airport happy and a concert happy. Oh. See, that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. Are you the purplest at the airport? I would say so. Every time I go to the airport... Oh my god. Sorry, I should remember something else. Every time I go to the airport, people are like, wow, you really like purple, huh? Because it's like, I got the purple carry-on. I got the purple, like, backpack item, purse situation. I got the purple hair, the purple clothes, usually. Sometimes even purple shoes. You know, I'm like, what can I say? Okay, if I'm going to buy something, of course I'm going to buy the purple one, okay? Why would I buy something that isn't purple in this day and age? Are you kidding me? I'm just saying. Anyways. Although I wasn't that decked out this time. I was just wearing some sweatpants and a sweater I got from Goodwill. But anyways, when I was in LAX in the airport, TSA lady was like, sweetie, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 25. And she was like, oh, sorry. I got fucking carded in the TSA line, bro. She's like, sweetie, how old are you? Do I look like a minor? No! I get I look like a young adult, but that's, come on, not a minor. You kidding me? Man. Anyway. It only happened on the way back, but yeah, so I will say, I don't know what I'm going to draw, so we're just going to kind of bullshit with my brain as we go today. Sound good? Right. Right. Mimi is a little baby, please understand. No, I'm so adult. I mean, I drove a rental car without the fee of being too young to pay an extra fee in LA. Okay? You're only just old enough to get a rental car, though. No, I'm not. I was old enough before. I'm only just old enough to get one without an extra fee. So I'm an adult in every sense of the tone in the word. Okay, thank you so much. Baby hag? Baby hag. No car of your own, literally a baby in the US. I used to have a car. It was my grandma's old car. It's not my fault that it had 200,000 miles on it and it fucking blew up in Plant City, Florida. Alright? It's not my fault. I took really good care of it, okay? Spent thousands of dollars fixing that damn car just for it to blow up in Plant City, of all places. What are we talking about? Holy moly, the mileage. Well, I mean, yeah, I got it as a hand-me-down for my grandma. What do you want? My Toyota Camry. I miss her. 2007. Stunning fucking car, I tell you what. She was in a self-driving car. That fucking thing could not self-drive, could it? I don't think so. I will say, the Waymos, those self-driving cars, they scare me. I'm telling you. As someone else who's driving on the road, they make some very questionable decisions. I would not get in a Waymo. Me personally, I just wouldn't. The way they like swerve around a lot. And the way like that, and like if it was just Waymos, it'd be fine. But if it was like the Waymos in combination, this is what it is, I guess, with how people in LA drive on their own, I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't. Yeah, that does not instill confidence. Yeah, I don't think so. My first time seeing them, they looked interesting. Yeah, they've got like those like fans on the top of their heads that make them look like they're gonna shoot lasers out of them. I won't lie. But imagine the insurance money if something happened. I suppose. Maybe, but... I got it with a friend who ordered a Waymo and it started auto-playing Hololive music from his playlist. Wait, that's kind of sick. That's weird. It was sick. It was weird not having a random radio chatter or driver taking a phone call. See, that's what I used to in like taxis and stuff. They aren't all self-driving. Some are being controlled remotely from, like, the Philippines. Is that real? Not to be... I fear I trust that even less. Not that it's from the Philippines, but just that it's being driven remotely. You know what I mean? What if we draw them like that one painting? I'm sorry. you know the one... You know the painting. You know the one, right? What if we draw them like that one painting? You know the one. Do you know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Let me 180 this really quick. What is this painting called? You know what I mean? What is this painting called? This was gonna be Wawa. Ina laying on the ground during her concert after her flip. Ina's so cute. I'm obsessed with her. I'm so obsessed. She's adorable. Everything about that woman. So cute. There's a couple things I want to say. I don't think I can say them, but... Because I don't know if it was, like, exclusive or not or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know, but you know. She's super cute. Super duper cuteness. You know this was this painting? The Creation of Adam. Heber Jebber, you're so smart. Yeah, this one. Yeah. I don't know which one Adam is. I think the other one is supposed to be like Jesus or something, maybe. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not religious, and I also don't know that much about art. But I'm gonna put them like this because I just think it checks out. I think it checks out. Yeah. The creation of John to Dawn, yeah. I'm thinking with the background, right? You put like this, you put like the moon over here and the sun over here. You know what I'm saying? I see it. It's God on the right and I'm on the left. Takanashi Kiara is God now, everyone. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Well, Mimi, do you happen to know any Southern religious verse friends that knows the themes? Now that you mention it, I do know maybe one moth woman who kind of fits that description. But every time she talks about things like that, I'm like, okay, Miss Bagel, I don't really know what that means, but hey, whatever you say. When you said that one painting, my mind immediately went to either that one or the farmer and his wife with a hot yaoi face for some reason. I know what you're talking about, the farmer one. That was kind of scary though, isn't it? I feel like that was kind of scary. Wait, I need to open like a picture of their Drawn to Dawn costumes. Hold on. I know what they look like, but not that well off the top of my head. Wait, I don't need to open a picture at all. I have these fucking prints that I got. Hold on. These fucking prints that I got right next to my ass. Hold them up right next to the PC. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's just stunning. Look at that. Just put that right there. Oh, yeah. Wow. Live reference sheet. Mimi needs to play Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader so she could become a bit more learned. You know, we've played that like 3 times. I don't think it's really educated me much. I don't think I've retained a single, like, iota of information from those games. The farmer one is American Gothic. I didn't know American Gothic was a thing. I kind of get it, though. Depressed farmer core. I see it. I see it. I see the vision. Like the. Yeah. Yeah, like the. As a teacher, where would you say intellectually Mimi is at right now? Oh no. Well, I'm not a teacher, but I think I'm intellectually a 10 out of 10. What's next? Takatori Drawn in Starry Night. That's actually a pretty good idea. They don't got no people in Starry Night, though, do they? Maybe. I don't know. We're just gonna fuck around with the sketch today. I don't think we're gonna do anything crazy. Just do a little fuck around with a little sketch. Ina, ina, ina. What was I saying before this? I feel like I had a thought in my head and it kind of left. Yapper, thanks for the 2 months. Welcome back. Thank you and hello. I'm back and more jet lagged than ever. I won't lie, the past like 2 weeks or so, my sleep schedule has been so, I don't know why I gave Ina normal ears just now, don't worry about it, okay? So bad. Lots of noise upstairs, huh? Oh my. Right, anyways. Wow, yeah. Wow. Monet versus Van Gogh. Hey, I don't really know what that means. Van Gogh's the guy who did the sunflowers, right? With the ear that he... I seen him. I seen that in that one museum I went to for a school field trip that one time. I do remember that. Anyways, I got distracted, sorry. I was really jet lagged because I kept, for the past like 2 weeks or so, every night I would sleep one night and then the next night I wouldn't sleep at all. But like every time I did sleep, it was like half sleep or like semi-interrupted sleep. So I was just extremely sleep deprived. But that's okay. I thought, now, in my sleep-deprived state, I thought that this would be a really good idea. I thought I was really, like, 4D chessing the game, okay? I thought if I get to this is my entire thought process, okay? I saw people, because I had to fly out of ATL, okay, Atlanta Airport, which is the biggest and most busiest airport of all of the airports in America. Right, so, found that information out. Flying out of ATL, okay, and I'm going to change the way that I did the hair here, hold on. But, I was like, okay, if my flight left at like 9 a.m., right, or like 8 a.m., I guess, somewhere between that two times, I was like, okay, if it leaves then, and people are saying you have to get there no less than 4 hours early, but 6 is ideal so you don't miss your flight. I was like, okay, if I get there 6 hours early, that's 3 a.m., that's when TSA opens. And everybody was saying that if you get there when TSA opens, it would be a really, really long wait. And I was thinking, okay, I can game the system if I just go the night before, right before TSA closes, because they close at 9. So I said, what if I just go there at 8:30? I get through TSA and I just stay in the airport overnight. You know what I mean? I was like, this is me fucking gaming. I wasn't really thinking, you know, if I do this and everything does go according to plan, I will simply be sitting in the airport for 13 hours straight. I wasn't thinking that. So that is what happened. I was the only person in TSA's line, and there was no line. I walked right up to the guy. I got done within 30 seconds. I walked to my gate, and within 5 minutes I was there. And there were 3 other flights at the gate before mine. So I saw this other girl who I think did the same thing, but I don't really know. I wasn't watching her the whole time, and at some point she disappeared. So maybe she was on like a slightly earlier flight than mine. But she laid on, so most of the seats had armrests, but there was a couple rows of seats that didn't have armrests, and she was laying on one of those and napping. And I said, you know what? I guess I'll try that. So I tried to sleep in the airport seats. But I could not fall asleep in the airport for a few reasons. One, a man came and sat kind of near me, and I felt very self-conscious about sleeping, so I kind of just laid there and waited for him to leave, which he did do eventually. 2, 3 various people, all also dudes, ironically. I have to sneeze again. Oh no, hold on. Go away. Go away. Thank you. That worked. I don't know why that worked. Three dudes also in like various different times. They weren't like together or anything, but they all just were like yelling in the quiet airport. The airport was really quiet between the hours of like 1 and like 4, but as soon as like 4 a.m. hit, it got real busy real quick. And at 5 was when like all of the like stores and stuff actually opened. Speaking of, I got there just late enough that the stores closed, but not late enough, or not so like not early enough to like buy anything. So I had no snacks for the 12 hours I was there. I didn't get any snacks till hour 10, I think. No, hour 9. So it was a snackless journey. I was depressed by that. Anyway, that being said, so that's why I was also trying to sleep a lot, because I was kind of hungry, because I also didn't eat dinner or lunch that day. It was rough. I made a lot of not so smart decisions, okay? I made a lot of not so smart decisions in consecutive orders. Regardless, I did end up getting McDonald's breakfast, and it was the worst McDonald's breakfast I've ever got, but I did end up getting that. Got me some cardboard hotcakes, some actually decent hash browns, orange juice. That was it. That was what I got. Anyway, but yeah, I couldn't sleep in the airport. I was laying down a lot. I was like half asleep for like maybe 45 minutes or so, but I was definitely still awake. There was just guys walking through and like yelling and stuff at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. No. 1, 2, or 3 a.m., somewhere in that range. One guy was like, wait, and obviously that got my attention. So I'm like looking, and I'm just seeing this scrawny little man running with his suitcase. And he was like, wait, don't go. And then I later saw him walking back the opposite direction, really dejected. So I think he might have missed his flight. Yeah, it looks like he missed his flight. I agree. I don't know how he did that, because if he was in, well, okay, maybe if he came off of a different flight, I guess that would make sense. I was gonna say, because if he came in through Atlanta, like, TSA was closed way earlier, so he was either in or he wasn't. But I guess he might have just missed his, like, connecting flight or something. I don't know, poor guy. Either way, yelling in the airport like that wasn't gonna do you no good, unfortunately, I don't think. I do not think that it would have. Should have gotten there 12 hours early, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't have missed that issue, I'm just saying. Yeah, so it was really, really restless. And then I got on the plane, and I will say I sat next to a very kind girl, and I think that the flight attendant might have had a crush on this girly pop. She was very cute. I think the flight attendant might have had a crush on this girly pop, or maybe they knew each other, but I didn't really get the vibes that they, like, knew each other. But I don't know, he was being real nice to her, and by extension me, because we were in, like, one of those big planes where there was, like, just 2 people sitting on, like, the ends on each side. So I was in, like, the aisle part, she was in, like, the window part, right? And I think the flight attendant had a little crush on her or something, because when it came time for like, the snacks and drinks, he gave us extra. Twice. So you know how, I got the Biscoff cookies that they give you, the little Delta Biscoff cookies, right? Usually they just give you 1 pack, which is 2 cookies. This guy gave us extra both times, so we got 3 packs each time. I had fucking, I don't even know, how many cookies is that? 12, 18, something like that? I had a fuck ton of cookies. Long story short, fuck ton of cookies. Thank God for that, I was starving. And I got apple juice and ginger ale and water. He gave me 3 cups, 3 snackies. Hi, Domas. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Domas. How'd the flight attendant treat the other passengers? Not that good, I tell you that. Must be nice, happy for you. You sound a little jealous there, SIvan. But I enjoyed it, what can I say? I got extra cookies. And then on the way back, I sat next to this other girl who was very nice. I don't think she spoke English, I think she spoke Korean, but she was also very nice. So luckily I didn't have any, like, shitty plane situations. Although I will say, the second plane on the way back kind of felt like a cruel joke in a couple ways. Mind you, we got to the LAX TSA, like, an hour before Amani's flight and 2 hours before the flights that Ari and I were getting on. My flight was the last, only by, like, a half-hour difference or so it wasn't too bad. But, we got there, like, only, like, an hour before Monty's flight. We were like, we might be pushing it a little bit. But no, everybody got there with plenty of time to spare. The TSA situation, it's not as bad as the fear-mongering may let you know most of the time. At least I didn't see it. Even the people, I didn't say this, even the people when I stayed 12 hours in the airport, even the people who got there, like, 3 a.m. or whatever, they were like, yeah, it was only, like, an hour and a half wait. Right. I wish I slept in my own bed. But you know. I just, for real, he got a crush on her. Hope bro asked her out afterwards. I hope he did. I don't know, though. She was really cute. Well, actually, I don't know if cute's the right word. She was really, like, cool. She was, like, cool and cute. Because, like, she was, like, kind of, like, short like me. And, like, small in stature, right? But she had, like, sick fucking tattoo sleeves. And her hair was done up all nice. She had these afro, that's not what I meant to say. Afro pigtails. Okay, afro pigtails. That had these, like, tinsel pieces in them, I think. You know, like the shiny tinsel pieces? She looked so fucking cool. And she had, like, this, like, I don't know, she was, like, dripped out at the airport. I looked really underdressed compared to her. But yeah, anyway, she was really fucking cool. I don't know, she might have been like a fucking celebrity or something, I would have never known. Anyways. We bonded over how cold it was on that plane. But yeah, on the plane back, it felt like kind of like a cruel joke in a way. Because the guy in front of me, when I'm on planes, okay, and if it's like a really long flight, I can't usually sleep on planes, but I can usually like be slightly unconscious for like 20-minute intervals here and there. which makes the time pass quicker. So that's what I tried to do. But I put my head down on the little tray table. You know what I mean? Put tray table down in front of me. And I put my arms down and put my head down on top of my arms. You know what I mean? I'm small enough to be able to get away with that. I realize not everyone can. But that's what I do. Unfortunately, the grown-ass man in front of me on this plane, the grown-ass fucking like 40, 50-year-old man, okay, he could not sit still. He kept bonking his fucking head back like me smacking my chair around, you know what I mean? He kept bonking his fucking head back and shaking the chair and everything. And then also above my head, and I think this is bothering him also because he kept reaching up above me to try and fix it, which was also crushing me when I was laying down on the fucking thing. But above me, the like compartment above me, the like door wasn't like properly completely like fastened shut. So it was making this like shaky noise the whole flight. You know when you're like in a car and like if you have like a cup in your cup holders or something like that, sometimes it makes like a shakes around while you're driving and it's really annoying. So once you hold it, it stops shaking. So you like that's how you know what to move. Well, he did that and it was making that shaky noise the whole 6-hour flight. Did I mention that the flights were 6 hours and I was in the airport for 12 hours? So that's already 24 hours worth of travel. And that doesn't even count the like hour and a half, 2 hours that I was in the airport the second time. Or the time that we were renting the cars and getting the rental cars back and taking the shuttles and everything. So I was in the airport for airport and planes for well over 24 hours total of my 3-day weekend. So this shit's crazy, bro. I'm not even lying to you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, okay? Anyways, that being said, do that math for me again real quick. 12 hours in the airport on the way there. 2 6-hour flights. 2 6-hour flights because the way there and the way back. So that's 12 plus 12, that's 24. And then, yeah. Need them isolated Tokyo sleep pods for airports. I was thinking about that while I was there. I was like, what I would give for a fucking sleep pod right now. Because I don't know if anybody else has this. I can't sleep in public places. Like unless I'm like next to somebody that I'm acquainted with, like, you know, like a friend or something. I just can't. That's why I love sitting next to my friends on planes, even if they're sleeping, because I just feel a little bit more secure. But like, I just can't sleep in public places when it's just me. Because I'm like, somebody's going to fucking rob me while I'm sleeping or some shit. You know what I mean? They're either going to rob me or they're going to like tickle my nose while I'm sleeping. And I don't want to deal with that. I just don't want to deal with it. I'm sorry. I just don't want to deal with such a thing. Hi, Dragon Slayer. Welcome. But yeah, so lots of travel time. I'm kind of jet lagged. Kind of. But honestly, like, this is just what my sleep schedule was like before I fixed it, so it's just like, I just gotta fix it again, you know what I mean? It's dangerous to sleep in public, yeah. They may unpurple you, yeah, what if it was like a wizard who knew how to make me green? I'd be green double die. That'd be terrible. I'm gonna be stealing Monty Beagle's brand if such a thing happened. So yes, you can't take chances with such a thing. Ew, green. Don't say ew, green. Some greens are very nice. Like mint green or Monty green or Takanashi Kiara secondary color green. Or CC green. Greens can be done really nice. Tuttle green, yeah. Greens can be done really nice. It's just some of them. Miku green. Hatsune Miku green. Monty's green, I thought she was blue. She's like a greenish blue. I would say Mani leans a little bit more blue than green for at least her hair color, but her color is technically green. Like, if you were to, like, hold up a pen light for her, it would be green. This is like, yeah, it's Mani's color. A little bit more blue than that. So whether you classify this as blue or green, maybe it's kind of like a turquoise, whatever type situation, I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Whatever, man. I don't know. Teal? Yeah, something like that. Nimmy green, also good green. Absolutely. composers in the chat are green. Are you guys green? Fauna green, good green. Yes, yes. Agreed. Yes, yes. But anyways, yeah, the airport time was very interesting. Luckily, I didn't sit next to anybody kind of like mean on the plane. I was really worried about that because I just sit here getting fucking economy. What am I doing? You know, I'm paying for first class. Hell no. What's your favorite color? Probably not purple, right? No, why would it be purple? What? Who would ever give you such a... No. What? No. No way. Cecilia Immer Hater is her real name. What do you mean? No. But yeah, it was really nice. The venue for Drawn to Dawn was fucking stunning. I was kind of scared from the outside at first because I was like, we drove by like when the line on the first day, the line that the Takotachis and the KFP were doing was like very short. It was like I want to say maybe it only went like 30 people long. Maybe when we drove by the first day. But the outside of the building scared me at first because I was like, that's the venue? Or are we sure? But as soon as I walked inside, I was like, nope, never mind. I understand. This venue's fucking stunning. Beautiful venue. I just didn't think so. Also, oh my god. So kind of near the venue, to anybody who's in the area, I don't know if you went, but we did. There was a little boba shop. I guess I could say the name of it because they're going out of business today anyway. This is literally, I think, their last day of operation. There's a boba place called Boba Story, like right next to where the venue was. What do you mean? The line was insane. It did get insane pretty quick, but we were there pretty early on that day. But luckily, I mean, listen, we're privileged for this. I acknowledge such a thing. We did not have to wait in the line. We just... We had the special tickets. Thanks to all of Monty Bagel and Ari and Johnny's hard work. Oh, Akira too, I suppose. Anyways, I did jack shit for that, but I did reap the benefits, so... I did reap the benefits. Boo, that's not fair, JK. No. Low-key, it isn't fair, but hey, listen, I'm not going to exactly complain about it. Shout out to hex code number 7F88A1. That's my favorite color, and it's so underrated. People need to appreciate it more. Hold on. 7F88A1. Oh, it's like a gray blue. Well, yeah, this is a nice color. Hold on, let me show it to you. Internet. There you go. That's a nice color. That's a nice color you like there. That is a very nice color, like a slate blue. I like it, Picasso. The line wrapped around the entire block. Oh, it did. I heard that it wrapped around twice at certain points. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that people just after the first day of the concert immediately got back in line and just stayed out there all day and night to the next concert day. Is that true? Were seats not assigned? Oh, I guess in the front row there weren't seats, so maybe that was what it was for. I don't know. Anyways, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, there was a boba place called Boba Story. Korean bros were there since 6 a.m. Korean bros have some crazy dedication, but hey, I'm not even gonna blame them, you know? I get it. I do. Anyways, I start drawing faster. I'm taking 10,000 years because I'm only half paying attention. But, general admission was just people standing first come, first serve on your spot. Oh, I see. That'll do it. If you hear the doggy, he will stop momentarily. Just give him a moment. He just gets very excited sometimes. I got a notification of you've been upgraded due to seat availability, and I thought, wow, economy upgrade, and it just said pay $170 now for first class. Oh, that's not great. I mean, $170 is not bad for upgrading to first class if you were in economy. Low key, on a 6-hour flight, I might do that if it was only that, but I don't know, because isn't first class usually like $1,000? Fuck that, man. Nah. Chaos going on the outside today. But yeah, there was a boba story. Okay, it was a place called Boba Story, and Monty was like, I want some matcha, so we were like, okay, let's go there while we kill a little bit of time, because we had our Airbnb check-in was at like 4 p.m. or something, and it was like 11. maybe like noon at latest, so it was really early. So we were like, we gotta waste some time, you know what I mean? So we're like, yeah, let's go get some boba. And we went in the boba place. And she got this like little matcha thing. And I got this like lemonade boba. Mine was like a galaxy boba, whatever that means. So galaxy lemonade. So it had like yellow on the bottom and purple on the top. It was very pretty. It tasted like I was drinking a flower in a way. But I will say, they needed to give me like a warning that it had to be mixed. They did not give me a warning that it had to be mixed, because the yellow on the bottom was so sour and concentrated that my first sip made me physically recoil. And because that's where the straw was, it was so concentrated and sour, it sent me flying. Like a cartoon movie. You know what I'm saying? And Mani's matcha was just all wrong. She couldn't even drink it. It was just all wrong. We all tried it. Ari said he thought it tasted like shrimp. I thought it tasted like old melted vanilla ice cream mixed with like something else that I couldn't quite place. And Mani, I think her exact words were shit from the butt. So, that was interesting. They did not drink that. I at least could drink my lemonade after I mixed it up. Because I had little lychee bobas in it that were able to like, just sweeten it up a little bit, even though it was really sour. I'm just saying, I kind of understand maybe why they might potentially have been going out of business. but it was fun regardless. Oh, just for reference, I did vlog. Nothing like insane, but I did get some footage for the vlog. So you will see some of the stuff that I am describing to you here today. You will see it in that vlog that will hopefully come out maybe this week, maybe next week. Kind of depends on when a couple of things happen, but so that's nice. Oh, what I wanted to show you guys. I finished one of the other, I'm allowed to show you this one because the commissioner said it was fine, but I finished one of the other Skeb outfit designs. And luckily, this one went completely out of... Will we see you recoiling? No, I didn't film that because I didn't think it was going to be bad. But I did film the drink itself so you could see what it looked like. Yeah, for context, they had a sign in there that said the 31st will be our last day of business. So that was kind of rough. But anyways, I finished one of the Skeb design commissions. And it went without a hitch. The person really liked it. The client really liked it. They were very, very nice about everything. I did offer like a free revision because I was like, I did this for the other client who didn't like it anyway. So, I mean, it would be fair for me to offer the same thing to everybody else, right? So I did. And she just wanted like one teeny tiny itty bitty little revision that took me like 2 seconds to do. So it was super easy and easy peasy, lembu squeezy. So I want to show it to you because I think it came out super cute. Ta-da! Ta-da! It's the same color as the side default background, but you can see it. It's super cute. She's a horse girl. Her name's Tomoe Umari. She was very, very nice, very sweetness. She was super, super kind, and I decided to go for like a Western chic sort of theme. Did one for Tomoe. Yeah, Tomoe. Yeah, I'm like obsessed with her model and everything. She's so cute, so cute. But yeah, we did a couple things. Since it was just for clarification, in the little on my commission form, like my request form, right? There was like a little thing where you could say like, you know, any requests or boundaries or whatever, you know what I mean? And she said she wanted something casual, cool, and cute if possible. So I tried to go for something casual, cool, and cute, but I went with kind of like a Western chic vibe. I wasn't sure about how I wanted the sweater, so I just included all 3 of the ways that I could have the sweater. And since it was a super casual outfit, I was like, yeah, I'll do like a couple different options for like accessorizing and stuff, just because I feel like, you know, since it's a little more simple of a design, I did a little bit more with that. But yeah, it turned out super duper cute. Little cowboy hat, different outfit things for like the sweaters and stuff. It's kind of Applejack core, and I didn't realize that till after I designed it. But you know, I like it. The braided tail is genius, right? No, I really like it because it's giving like casual. I don't know, I really dig it. Love the G material. Yeah, like the denim. Yeah, I was afraid that this would be too much, like the like way I did like the leggings with like kind of the 70s, but not really 70s, kind of like cowboy style. But I think it worked out really nicely. 100% Applejack. Yeah, I agree. But it's super cute. It's super cute. I gave her cute little hair clippers and everything too, and little like clovers and stuff, and right side up horseshoes. Abs. Well, yeah, yeah, because I was like, oh, make it like a good luck thing with the little stars and everything. I don't know, she's super cute, so cute, love it. Picasso. I really like how it turned out. So yes, that one went really well. I have one more to do, and luckily it's for a returning client, so I'm almost positive it will go well. I haven't designed anything yet, but I do have ideas, so it'll be fine. Yeah. So you know, I have my redemption arc. I did. I don't know, in case everyone wants an update. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I did contact VGen to help me work out some of the other things with that other commission. So you know, we'll see what happens with that. I don't know yet. They were able to take it down from my like portfolio page, but the review is still like live on my VGen. If I were to like open like a service, you would still see it there. So I'm leaving all my services just completely unlisted for now. I kind of did it already, but instead of relisting them or anything, I'm just leaving them off for now. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know if they'll change anything. I pled my case though, so you know, we'll see. And I feel like there's something else I wanted to say. But yeah, I don't know. I still like designing, so I'm still gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Time to take out a $5 commission to bombard it with 5 stars. I mean, it was already bombarded with 5 stars. I can't see the number of things I have, like positive reviews that I have, but I know that it was at least 60, and I know that they were 5 stars, all of them. So, I mean, I don't know, but whatever, man. We'll see. It's fine at the end of the day. It's fine. So we'll see what happens with that. I know what you're saying. Yeah. And Karilu Stromboli, welcome, hi. And Astria, welcome. Color Natura, why? Hello. And Julian, hi. Welcome. Takodachi versus Bozu 1v1, who would win? I don't want to be rude to you guys, but if you guys are like fighting, I feel like a Takodachi could just kind of sit on you guys. I'd win. Okay, never mind. Apocalypse would win. I really like this Ina outfit. Yeah, no, we're getting blasted. I'm just saying, you guys are real small. You guys are real tiny. Takodachis, I think a takodachi's average size is around like a foot tall, right? Give or take, maybe. Average bozu, you guys are lucky to be like 3-4 inches tall. I don't know. I'm just saying. What if I factor in a bagel? I mean, bagels are just the size of a bagel. If you factor in the bagel, I mean, maybe. You'll have wings at least. I mean, bozus can fly. Can takodachis fly? Maybe you guys win because you don't touch the field in the first place. You just fly away. Maybe that's it. You gotta play dirty, play with some strategy. That's the only way. I was confused why she had a skirt for the outer outfit. Too much clipping? I don't know. I think it just looks pretty. It's possible though. I think it just looks pretty. That sort of thing I feel like you wouldn't know unless you were behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. We have mage magic on our side. That's true. That is true. But remember, mage magic, it's mostly just flashy. It doesn't really... It's not exactly, you know... built for winning wars. Let's not fight with the takodachis, actually. Let's just become friends with all the takodachis, because at the end of the day, we all have purple artist Oshis anyway, right? Right. Ina is so cute. I'm obsessed with her. Such a cutie patootie pie. I also absolutely did cry during her like speech. Actually, it's kind of funny. During her speech, Moni looks over at me. She's got tears in her eyes, and I've got tears in my eyes, and we just look at each other. We're like, right, and then we look back. It was funny. I'm also, I know I said this already, I'm so happy we got seats where I could actually see the stage this time. Oh my god, also, sorry to the one staff member. I wish I knew your name so I could contact you, but there was a staff member who recognized me from the other show, and he said, oh, I think I recognize you from this other show. And then I went, oh, and then immediately he got like ushered out because of some other thing from where we were. And I didn't get a chance to say anything, and I didn't see him again after that. I feel really bad. I wish I could have said, like, yes, great to see you, or anything, really. I just kind of looked at him, like, with a blank stare for a second, and then he left immediately. And it was just really, I don't know, I feel bad, because I definitely recognized him from the other thing, but I'm sorry to the staffu member. I didn't mean to do such a thing to you. Poor guy's probably like, oh god, I didn't even see her. I just mixed her up with somebody else. No, it was me. It was me. I just blanked for a second. I was caught off guard. Mimi, I can't believe before security removed him. No. It wasn't even security that removed him. I think he was just being polite. But I don't know. Anyways. That purple mage is so recognizable. Maybe. I think it's just because I'm an asteroid. I won't lie. I think that's the only reason. You know what I mean? It's all your fault. I know. I'm sorry. He was sitting like in front of us earlier in the day too, and like chatting with some of the other people in the reserve seats. So I mean, I had every opportunity to say hi to him, but like I didn't like. I just recognized his face. You know what I mean? Like I don't know like what his name is or anything, so I thought it would be weird to be like, hey, I've seen you before, because honestly I low-key could have said that for like a handful of people in the crowd, you know what I mean? Plenty of them have been to other concerts that I also went to, so you know, I mean, if you go to enough conventions and concerts and stuff, it's like you're gonna recognize some of the other fans, you know? It's just gonna be like that. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So I didn't think, and like I didn't think he would recognize me. And I felt bad because we saw each other multiple times, and I said hello, but that was about it. I feel like I made him in a really put him in like a really awkward situation. The poor guy. I hope I see him again so I could be like, I'm sorry about that, sir. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Anyways, What was I gonna say? Oh, we sat next to a really cute old man the one day. He was an Ina stan. A really cute, like he was a real old man. He was really cute though. He was like cheering with his little pen light, but it was in like the most like lowercase way possible. But it was really cute. I could tell he was really into it. You know what I mean? Also, the cameramen did come by us in the seats where we were at quite a few times. So if you see us on the edited Blu-ray version and we look a little bamboozled, just know it's because we were running on lack of sleep. And lack of sleep, I suppose, really. If you see us on those edits that come out later and we're just like, because I will say, you know what? Seeing the concerts online, because I've done that quite a few times now, is one thing. But seeing the concert, like, in person is such a different experience because, like, the lights and, like, the pyrotechnics and everything. Bro. Like, the, like, fog machines and, like, the way that the lights and, like, the lasers and everything, like, went, like, across the whole room. It was so fucking awesome. I don't know how else to say it. That shit was sick as shit. You know what I mean? It was so cool. And the energy from the people, yeah. I will say, if I did not have... I have these, like, loop earplugs, you know what I mean? If I did not have those, I think I would have lost my hearing because it was really loud in that room. But with the earplugs in, like, I could hear the songs and everything perfectly well. It was just, like, it toned the decibels down a little bit. And that saved me, I think. Because the first day I didn't wear them. I let Monty wear them. But if I didn't do that the second day, I think I wouldn't be able to hear anything anymore. Which, honestly, low-key might have been worth it to hear everything that was going on in that concert because it was fucking sick as shit. Also, I won't lie, hearing the whole audience, like, do the chants for the songs that Monty wrote, that shit is so fucking cool, bro. Like, when they were doing, like, Kimeri eri eria, Kimeri eri eria, hearing, like, an entire room full of people chanting that was so fucking sick, bro. It was so cool. Kiara was telling us about, like, her ideas with, like, the wind machine and everything. I think that was such a cool idea, too. I don't know why. You would think, like, a wind machine would be kind of, like, an obvious idea for, like, a 3D concert, but I've never seen it happen before. Look really nice. Very Picasso. Very Picasso. I think they did a great job with the screen. They worked the shaders perfectly to where it looked like it was actually some depth in the screen. Yeah, I agree. They really got the visual, I don't know, like the illusory work with it, the illusion of it. It worked really, really well. I liked it a lot. I also liked how they did raising things and the stage changed and everything. Also, this is kind of not related, kind of related. I don't know. I want to say it. Ina's, at least her day one set, was so up my alley, bro. I mean, obviously everything Kiara did was up my alley because it's mostly, apart from 2 or 3 songs, it's all asteroid music. So of course I liked it, but what are we talking about? But Ina's set, on the first day too, I like both sets on both days, but on the first day, it was giving, I don't know how else to say this, such Madoka Magica energy. She was giving, magical girl and witch energy, and the lights and the lighting complemented it, and the way the colors were and the stage and everything. It was so fucking cool, bro. So fucking cool. I don't remember what her shoes looked like exactly. I know that they had the long pointy platforms though, so I'm gonna give them these. It's not on the little prints. Her shoes are cut off, but you know. Ina's Day 2 set was one of the most amazing performances I've ever seen. She told a full story of her past, her journey, and the way the future was so beautiful I ugly cried. Me too. It was so cute. I really like how they split the sets up on the days. Oh no, my pen. I really like how they set the sets up on the days because, I feel like Ina had, more of a softer set the second day and like a more hardcore set the first day, and Kiara had like the opposite, like the softer on the first day and more hardcore on the second day. I think it really like balanced it out, and it made it feel like it was all very refreshing. You know what I mean? No vibes stuck around too long, except how fucking sick the whole fucking thing was. That vibe stuck around. I know that this is like longer. I kind of want it to look like it's behind her, but listen, this isn't the most in-depth sketch I've ever done in my entire life, so we're just gonna stick with the vibes here. Day 2 had a lot more emotion, but was also a lot more hype. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, though, because they were even saying, like, they wanted to save the sappy stuff for Day 2. So I do understand that, you know what I mean? I do understand such a thing. That I do understand. But yeah, it was done really, really, really amazing. I have, like, no notes. Not that I would be giving notes if I had notes, but I have no notes. You know what I mean? That, like, is stunning. I like how they both had the... You know, what I really like, actually, is the fact that, like, the Duo Live had, like, both solo things, but they also had, like, duo sections. And they didn't leave, like, anybody's favorite out for, like, much of anything. Like, they did almost every original song that they had for both of them. They didn't leave anybody's favorites out. They, even, like, the covers, like, I really wanted them to do the Iya, what is that called? Nadeki style, Iya, na 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 de Iya, Nadeki style. That one, I wanted that, and they did it, and it was so lit. It's great. Picasso, so good. I was losing my shit when Ina did Dead Mam's Chest. I like shook Mani by the shoulders, and I was like, I love this song. And she was like, okay, sweetie, I know you're happy, calm down. But it's true. I was fucking hype as shit when that happened. Watashi no mono, so ne watashi no mono. Fucking listening to that shit on the plane, man. I was listening to it on the plane on the way there. Ugh, I love Hosho Marine. Also, I made the grave mistake. This is why I also tried sleeping so much. I made the grave mistake of not downloading my music playlist, because I use YouTube Music, of not downloading it before I went to the fucking airport for 12 hours. So I didn't have any of my music, and when I was on the plane, in the airport, I could listen to whatever I wanted, thankfully, because I had my like data that I could use, right? But I on the plane, I was fucking cooked, bro, because it doesn't download music unless, because I was like, oh, just do it at the airport. It doesn't download unless you're connected to Wi-Fi, and there was no Wi-Fi at the fuck airport. So, bro, I was cooked. And I was only able to download, I think, like 8 songs on the way back from the Airbnb Wi-Fi that was really shitty. Oh, speaking of the Airbnb. Oh, but Dead Mam's Chest was one of them, just saying. Speaking of the Airbnb. Hi, Sippy Milkshake, and hi, Captain. Thread, did I say hi to you earlier? Just in case I didn't hi. I think I did, but just in case I didn't hi. But our Airbnb, it was kind of weird. I'm going to skim by most of the weird stuff. But at one point on the first day, we get a text from the lady. And she's like, we got a complaint saying that there was a dog barking in your unit. And then she was like, there's like no pets allowed. Like please do not have a dog in the unit. And we were like, we don't have a dog. I don't think me, Ari, or Mani was barking at any point. If Johnny was there, I would have been like, yeah, that was just Johnny. He was making a fucking silly. But no, none of us was barking or nothing. I don't really know where that came from. And we were like, yeah, sorry, we don't have a dog. And then I guess she didn't trust us, so she came up to the unit we were in. And she was like, I have to check and make sure there's no dog. And we were like, make yourself at home, I guess. And she just came in. She was looking under everything. Ari was like in the shower, so she couldn't look in the bathroom. And she was like, why is the bathroom door closed? And we were like, because there's a man showering in there right now. I don't recommend you go in. You know what I mean? And she was like, okay, there's no dog. She like left, and we were like, yeah. We flew in from various places. Where would we get a dog from? I don't know. We met you when we first came in. It didn't have a dog. Where'd the dog come from? I don't know. Her neighbors had dogs, mind you, on every side. The neighbors in the front had dogs, neighbors in the back had dogs. I think she just heard one of her neighbor's dogs. I don't understand where that came from, but she was convinced that there was a fucking dog in there. Also, I'm like low-key convinced that the Airbnb was haunted. But like, But you know, like, cause, They kept hearing bow bow and knew it was some weird anime fan. Listen, just cause I was bow bowing doesn't mean I'm a dog, okay? Listen. I'm just saying, I don't know, I'm just saying. Oh, also, LA has those little robots that just wander around. Like the security robots that just wander around. They're really fucking cute, I won't lie to you. Like the little bin guys, I like them. I'm shocked people don't steal them or run them over. I won't lie, but they're real cute, so. You know. They heard someone had that dog in them. Maybe had the dog in her. Oh, God. I just start barking at people. My sleep-deprived state. Dog girl Mimi would be super cute. I can become a cat girl. I feel like I have more cat girl energy than dog girl energy, to be honest, but you know. You know. Maybe dog girl Mimi is something you'll see later. If anyone in Asteroid is a dog, it is Johnny. As evidenced by how I drew him for the Divine MV, which you will see at a later date. Did I tell you guys that I got that confirmed for... You'll probably see it like first week of August at the latest. If not before that. Because the deadline for the person who is editing that video is the end of July. So it's a little far off, but not as far off as it was going to be initially. So you'll see that eventually, kind of, sort of soon. Well, yeah, Johnny has the most dog energy out of all of us. I feel like Mani has like something between like fox and bunny energy. I don't know how to describe it. I'm definitely cat. Ari's like something between cat and dog, I would say. Johnny's 100% dog though. Kira, that man's a chicken. But no, Kira's got like bunny energy. You know what I mean? Out of like the archetypes. Archetype? 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 I don't know. Hi Bloodstar, welcome. But yeah, it was very funny. Oh yeah, I thought the Airbnb was kind of haunted because all of the lights, if you talked about the lights, I don't know why this would happen. If you talked about the lights or entered a certain room, the lights would automatically kind of just like dim, but not really. Like they would like dim on and off. It was really weird. And if you stopped talking about the lights, they would stop doing it. Also, there was a weird noise that kept coming from the kitchen, and we didn't understand what it was. We didn't understand what the noise was. I don't know. There were also a lot of bugs in this Airbnb. And I was too tired to notice until the day that we were leaving. But there was, like, the night before, we stayed up till, like, 4 a.m., which was a horrible idea before a flight, but whatever. That's what we did. We stayed up till, like, 4 a.m., just chatting and yapping. Because, I mean, it was the first time we'd ever seen Ari in person, you know? We wanted to have a good hangout sesh, you know what I'm saying? A fucking big-ass spider, big-ass hairy spider on the ceiling. Thank God Ari took care of that shit, because, bro. And then when I was awake the next morning, packing my shit up, I looked at where I just got off from the bed. There was a fucking spider in the bed. The whole time there were just little gnats and shit like that flying around. So, I don't know. Lots of bugs. Lots of little bugs. I didn't like the bugs. I won't lie to you. I gotta draw Kiara with her mouth that looks like her mouth. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. The Kiara mouth. The like shoujo girl type style here. You know what I'm talking about? It just looks like her. I don't know. Something about it. Spiders are friends. Not when they're climbing over my head and they're hairy and large. I was scared of them. I didn't want it. And in my bed, too. Can't he just hang out in him's corner and I hang out in mine? The spider was a fan protecting you from the gnats, maybe. We didn't kill any of them, though, I will say. We just put them in Well, I let the one on my bed stay. I just packed my shit up and then went and sat in the other room. But the one that was on the ceiling, we put him in a cup and tossed him outside. So, I mean, I say we. I didn't do that. Ari did that, but still. You know. They're friendly until they get too in your personal space, then all bets are off. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, to be honest. I kind of feel the same way. I can be a spider's best friend or their worst enemy. It depends on what other people want me to do. That seems about correct. I'm like, if I'm the only person around, or if everyone else around me is scared of spiders, like, I can handle it. But I really don't like handling it. I really don't like handling it. You know what, actually, I will talk about Ari a little bit, because I feel like I don't talk about Ari very much. Because like I said, this is the first time we met him in person. But I have known about Ari for super long, because he's actually the person who, the first song I ever worked with him on was, like, his introduction to the whole, like, idol VTuber sphere, which was Monochrome by Rezo. It was my first time ever liking a song that I was, like, a part of, because Monochrome was mixed before Let's Go Rainbow was. I liked both of those, though. Like, and not that I didn't like the songs prior, but, like, I wouldn't actively listen to them. Monochrome was, like, the first time I was, like, so proud of a song where I was, like, I actually want to listen to this. You know what I mean? And ironically, that's how Asteroid met him, through Monochrome. So that's pretty fucking sick. But yeah, he's super chill. He's definitely the quiet type. He's definitely, like, the quiet type, but, like, he's, like, quiet in, like, the way where it's, like, you could tell he's still paying attention and stuff. I don't know how to describe it. Like, Mani can be quiet, but she's not usually the quiet type. She's just, sometimes she zones out. But, Mani is very, like, she's always very considerate, but she has, like, a sleepy, energetic energy a lot of the time. Attentive, yes, yeah. But, and like Johnny, he's a little scatterbrained, but they're all very caring people. None of them aren't. But, Johnny's a little, like, scatterbrained in his way of doing stuff, but, like, he's very energetic and, like, I don't know, he's just got, like, golden retriever energy. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, he's such an extrovert. And Kira is, like, he's a little bit more reserved, but he's, like, a little California girl. I know he's a German man, but he's, like, a little California girl, Kira. He's, like, Anita. That's Kira. But he's very funny, too, you know what I mean? And Ari is he's, like, very quiet, but I wouldn't say soft-spoken. He just kind of, like, minds his business, you know what I mean? For the most part, but he's very, like, one thing I noticed about Ari, he's very, like, attentive to detail, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like between Mani Bagel especially, I'm gonna just compare him to Mani because I guess that's, like, the juxtaposition of the weekend, but Mani is very, like, I feel like she's walking around in a daze half the time. Not the most aware of her surroundings, at least this weekend. Maybe she felt comfortable enough that she didn't have to be, but walking around in a daze. Ari, though, he was, like, very, like, aware of, like, you know, who was around us or whatever. Like, there was one point where we were, like, crossing the road at the airport, and, like, there was, like, a bus coming from the side where Mani wasn't looking. And he kind of put his arm there to stop her from, like, walking into the bus and getting hit by the bus. So that was very nice. But he was also just very, like, I don't know, very, very, like, noticing of details. I'm trying to describe his personality. I don't really know. Very chill. I guess pays attention, attentive. That's just a good word to use. You know what I mean? Not like, he's not in his own world, you know. He's very much so, like, living in reality. You know? Mani like a moth to a flame or a bug to the windshield. Wait, that was really funny, Bloodstar. You're so right. Yeah. Love her. She's got to lock in a little bit more, I think. But honestly, like, I feel like she doesn't really need to lock in when we're locked in for her. So, you know what I mean? Let the girl have a break. She needs it. She's been doing too much recently. But yes, Yeah, I don't know. Ari's a very good person. Very, very good to be around. I hope we can all meet up again soon, because we all live in very different parts of the country. But, you know, it's actually kind of funny. Ari lives, like, rather close to, like, where my family lives. Which is very interesting. I never knew such a thing. I don't know why. Before I met Ari, I just kind of assumed he lived in a different country. And I think that whatever country it was, I think it just changed like 75 times. But, no. He lives in America. I just said no. I don't know. Yeah. Mimi, please use your flowers to bless my loot tables for my BIS items drops tomorrow. I don't know what that means, but best of luck to you. You get the good luck blessing. I believe in you. You can do it. It'll work out. I believe in you, Reinhardt. Jesus, if I could only speak. I know what your name is. If I could only speak, it would be great. I believe in you. Good luck. Reminds me of the stark difference between Holo JP and Holo EN. Most of JP's in Tokyo, while it's really hard for EN to meet up. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. We keep joking about making like the asteroid commune, where we're all just gonna move into the same area. Or like the same like neighborhood or something at some point. And I fear it's only a joke until it isn't. I fear it's only a joke until it isn't, because we're kind of sitting here like, haha, yeah, you know, we're all in very temporary living conditions except for like, I guess, two of us. The two of us being Johnny and Kira. And we're like, you know, what happens? Like, what do we do next? We don't know. We're all kind of thinking about it. And then me, Monty, and Ari, we're sitting there in the Airbnb and we're like, I mean, it wouldn't be bad. Oh, no, it would be kind of nice. So who knows? Who knows what'll happen? Who knows what'll happen? I would love that shit, though. I won't lie to you. Okay, I'm gonna draw Kiara with the big, what is this called? The cloak? The cloak? Yeah. Also, just to gas up my friend, because I love her so much. Did you guys know that every single Takanashi Kiara song, with the exception of like the first two? Yes, every single Takanashi Kiara song, with the exception of the first two, was written by my friends, including Mani Bagel and Johnny, and a couple of them by Kira, and Ari also produced them. All four of my friends that I've been talking about this entire time, they've made pretty much her entire discography. Both albums. Everything Do You and After, for the most part. Actually, not for the most part, for the entirety of it. Everything Do You and After, that's like a Takanashi Kiara, like, solo release. Did you know such a thing? Did you know my friends are that talented? Did you know? Now you do. Now you do know that, and now you can tell everyone. Subscribe to Monty Bagel, and also Johnny R, and also, well, I don't know if you can subscribe to Ari. Ari's kind of like an enigma. He doesn't really have social media. He used to be on Fiverr way back in the day. That's how I found him, but he doesn't have that anymore. So I don't know. Support Ari regardless. If I do end up making him a model like everyone else at this point, at some point, you know, hey, maybe. But, you know, we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. Did you know the nail designs are from Mage Mimi? Did you know? I guess. You can't really see the nails in most of the videos, though, so I feel like that's just, it's like, I mean, yeah, I did that, but like, eh. I'll take credit for the Mirage outfit, though. I did design that. I will take that, I suppose. I want to do more outfit designs. I did help Wawa with, like, some details on, like, the perfume outfit, and I did give her ideas for the tasty designs, too, but I don't remember if any of those ended up going in the final or not. But I know I gave her some, like, pointers on perfume way back then. Because she sent me her ideas, and she was like, what do you think? I can't do a Takanashi Kiara impression to save my life. I'm so sorry. But she was like, what do you think about this? It sounds like Mort. I'm sorry. She's like, what do you think about this? Oh, now it's Hatsune Miku. What do you think about this? My name is Hatsune Miku. But yeah, no. And then I was like, oh yeah, maybe do this, maybe do that. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Love that chicken woman though, I tell you what. She's so cute. I can claim that I finally gave Miss Takanashi Kiara a hug. Wow. Can you claim that? No. My creme de la creme. Mimi does not talk to British people, except I do, because both Moni and Johnny are British in different ways. Moni being more British than Johnny is still the funniest thing I think I've ever heard of in my entire life. It's okay if the audience can't see the nails. It matters for Kiara. That's true. That is so true. I did my own nails too, for like my stuff, but also I had mine done for the concert. I did them the same way I did for Divine, for Offkai specifically. But you know, they were really cute. It's nice when you have your nails all done up. It's like nice to look at your hands. You feel very pretty. So if I can make Wawa feel even like 1% prettier, it's a win. It's a net win, if you ask me. So happy for you, sorry. Not to brag. Not to brag. I'm in a little privileged situation thanks to my friend, co-worker friends. Shin-chan Hojo, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, raiders. Hello. How you guys doing today? I hope you had a good stream. What'd you do today? I'm sorry, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, I'm so sorry. But yeah, it was really, really fun. And I enjoyed all of it. The only thing I don't recommend was the sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation I don't really recommend. Now that I'm sleeping in my own bed again though, all is well in the world. All is well in the world. But yeah. And I'm trying to think what else I didn't say so far. I know there's more. We met up with a couple bagels. I'll just call them mysterious bagels, our mysterious benefactors who made it possible for us to go at all to this concert. We met up with a couple bagel mysterioso bagels, and we went and got these weird desserts at this weird dessert place. Oh, first of all, we got Korean food at a Korean restaurant that was fucking delicious. I had like this like gochujang like soup. What was it called? Yukejong? Yukejong, I think is what it was called. It was really good. It had like slow cooked beef in it that just fell right apart in your mouth. Oh, God, make my mouth water. It was spicy. It had veggies and stuff in it. Noodles. Well, glass noodles, I think. So fucking good, bro. So delicious. Hi, Daigunder. Welcome. But it was really, really, really delicious. And then we went to this little dessert place. It had little square cakes. Was there ramyeon? There was ramyeon, but I don't think Yukejong counts as ramyeon. But they did have ramyeon. I think one of the guys at the table might have gotten that. Maybe? I don't remember. Ninki, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome. But yeah, I don't know. They had like they had kimchi on the side. Noobsen, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. They had kimchi. They had gochujang kimchi, whatever. Like radishes. I really liked those. I could just eat those as a snack. Just kimchi radishes raw. I don't know if they were pickled. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Regardless, it was very, very good. Very delicious. 10 out of 10 would eat an entire other plate of such a thing. I also tried purple rice. I didn't know purple rice existed. It had a slightly different flavor than normal rice, but I didn't mind it. It was good. It was good. Now, what does that mean exactly? I don't know. Don't worry about it. But yeah. Oh yeah, we went to the dessert place. Sorry, my brain is all over the place. They had these weird little square. I don't know if they were cakes or if they count as like bread, but it had like a cream filling. The place was called Le Cream, Le Cream with a K. Oh hi Nanda, welcome. It had I got the strawberry one. So it had like a strawberry cream filling with like a strawberry on top, and it was like this like square cake. It was a lot harder to eat than I had presumed initially, but it was very novelty, and something about it I enjoyed. So, you know, no quarrels there from me. I don't really know what I did here, but this is just not how her outfit is. Hold on. I got lost in the sauce for a second. Don't worry. I'll fix it. I will fixing it. But yeah, I loved the venue that they chose. I know I keep saying it. It was super, super duper pretty. It had like some crazy fancy decorations in it. They like lit up the like, because it was like the most ornate thing ever. I'll put footage in my vlog of it because I did get a lot of footage of the venue itself. But it was really pretty. Oh, sorry, random thought. New personal goal Mimi want in the future is to do a live show at some point, right? But I want to have one of those flower stands that like fans make and they like display there. Mimi want a flower stand real badly. That would be so fucking sick, bro. So that's a goal. Put that on the goals list. Put that on the list. One day we'll get there. And then, but yeah, it was done really nice. The like details of the place were so beautiful. It had a lot of like sun motifs and stuff that kind of matched the theming for Drawn to Dawn. I'm assuming they did that on purpose, but it was really nice. It was really, really nice. So, you know, no complaints from me. What color will the flowers be though? I mean, probably like a mix of like light purples and dark purples and maybe like this like orangey pinkish salmon-y color I've got going on as an accent. I don't know, maybe white. You can put a lot of white in there. I feel like that checks. I just like my color scheme. I don't know, maybe. That'd be sick as shit, bro. I would love that so much. I would love that. I want that in my life. I want that in my life. I put a picture of that up on my Instagram. I'd like it so much. What about an origami flower stand? That's honestly even cooler too. Because like I guess it would never die. Can I get that on a plane? I don't know. But I'd have to. I'd have to figure it out. I feel like if I got something like that, I'd have to buy like an extra luggage or something just to take it home with me. I don't know, but I'd like that so much. That's going on the goals list. I don't remember what the other goals are besides Mimi wants like a figure, like a Good Smile collab or some shit. You know what I mean? I want a figure as merchandise one day. Mimi wanted that. Also, like a full 3D concert, which I'm really close to being able to produce one of those on my own. I just have to do a little more research into like the hows of certain things. But I have full body tracking equipment now, except for hands. So, and I have to make like a rig to put my phone near my face. But I mean, apart from that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So one day you'll get a 3D concert out of me. I just gotta focus on that. But you know, we got a couple other things we gotta focus on first. I didn't know purple rice existed until now. I didn't know until they offered it to me either. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll try your purple rice. Sounds great. It was real good. Real good. Okay, let me draw Miss Wawa's hair. Wawa. Mimi's album release when? I don't know. Mani and Ari were both like telling me like that they want to do more music for me. Ari's so cool, by the way. He's got like cool guy energy, because he'll be like, yeah, we were doing that record, you know, oh yeah, and that track, you know, I want to do another track for you, things like that. Like just the way he talks like he's like a cool music tycoon. I don't know how else to describe it. It is very cool. He's got cooler vibes than Johnny does, I think. Johnny's got like extrovert energy. Ari emanates like cool energy. So he's Southern? No. He's a New Yorker. Which is also, I think I got along so well with him because a lot of the things where we were like, that's not normal, we were both like, oh, solidarity. You know what I mean? Because we're both from New York, New Jersey, that area. All the same, really. New York is like the city version of it, but I mean, New Jersey is like New York Walmart version. So I kind of get it, to be honest. I kind of get it. I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyways. Monty Bagel's Southern, though. Monty Bagel is Southern. Little Southern belle of a woman. There's something else I was going to say. What was I talking about right before that? The venue, the flower stand, or something before that? Well, bless her heart. Yeah. She's so cute. I love Miss Bagel. Always there for me, that woman. Oh, that's what I was talking about, an album. I don't know if I'll do an album, but I definitely want to do more singles at the very least. I feel like I don't know how I would market an album in a way that would do well, but at least with a single I can do a little something with it. But let me get Wannabe and Divine done first before I make any new originals. Well, I also have some collab songs, but I'm going to put that in categorized as other. I'm going to put collab songs categorized as other. I do want to do more music, so it's not like you won't see such things. Tell us a story with your songs. They like kind of do. I want that all to be kind of vague, but like it's all vague until it isn't. You know what I mean? I think that's what I want my music videos to be like. I do have a lore video if you want story from me. There is a lore video on my channel you're more than welcome to take a gander at. Kiara had little boots on, right? Yeah, little boots. Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. I do kind of want another one of those weird square cakes. It wasn't that good, but like thinking about it. I kind of want to try the ube one. They had like an ube one, but I tried the strawberry. Mimi Budokan when, yo. I gotta make a bigger discography. Maybe that's what the good use of an album is. I would love to do like a concert like that at some point. Monty and I were talking about this. We'd like to do like a duo concert, maybe similar to how Drawn to Dawn is. You know what I mean? Maybe similar to that. And do like a 3D duo concert. Because I think we could. I think we could put that together. If I get my hands on like hand tracking equipment. And if I figure out a couple more things on the recording end. Oh, and also Monty needs a 3D model that's not just her little chibi guy. I love the chibi guy, but you know. If we get those things done, that could happen. That could happen. Such a thing could happen. Would you want such a thing, Pickles and Bozus of the world? Tell Monty you want it, because then she'll actually go get a 3D model, and then we'll be ever closer. Oh, but music-wise, oh god, I'd have to make more originals. I don't know if I have enough yet. Enough. Yes, very much for sure. I'll keep that in my brain. Things that I want to do, I don't know about like when, but like things that I want to do, like I'll just say soon is like a blanket term, you know, maybe like next year or two. I'd like to have another, like one of my solo originals have like an IRL music video, like how we used to do for like Rezo, like Lemonade and all that. I want to do a music video like that. I have a couple ideas, but I need to get some money back before I can do one of those, because goddamn, that shit will be expensive. I want to do one of those. Still not as expensive as a 3D MV, like a top-of-the-line 3D MV, though I will say. Still not quite as expensive as that. A DIY one? Nah, different, but, you know. I could do a DIY 3D music video if I wanted to. That I'm probably capable of, but we'll see. I don't know what's going on, man. Hold on. I gotta give her her little back drapes. I don't know what else to call these. Her back drapes. her tails. They're not tails. Wait, you were in Rezo? Yeah, I'm Mimi. I'm the purple one from Rezo. I founded Rezo. Also Stellar. That's me. Hi, I'm Mimi. Yeah. That was me. Wait, oh yeah. Mimi invented Rezo. I did do that. I didn't know you were also a VTuber. Yeah, I've been a VTuber for like 4 years. Since even around the beginning of Rezo. Actually, not 4 years. It's been 5 now. I started in 2021. It's 2026. I started September 7th was my debut date, 2021, I think. It'll be 5 this year. Right. What's Rezo? An old idol group I used to be in. Congrats, girly. Thank you. Yeah. It's an old idol group I used to be in. I miss her every day. Her being the group, of course. As a whole. I miss her every day. However, will I ever start a new idol group? Maybe. Don't worry about it. Math. Listen, we all know math isn't my strong suit. We all know such things. But yeah, I'd like to do another like IRL music video like that. Even if it's just like one. I'd like one. I'd like one of those. Yeah. That looks good. This is really interesting. Oh, I didn't draw her hand. This is a really interesting drawing that we've come up with here today. But yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to do more concerts. I'd like a 3D concert. That's like just like free to see online. I don't think I would even do tickets for it. I think I would just do like free to see online. I'd also maybe we could broadcast it maybe to like a convention if there wanted to be like a live audience aspect. I feel like there are plenty of cons that would want that. I'd also love to do a duo live instead of a solo live, like with Monty Bagel. I feel like that would be more beneficial. Like, I mean, I'd be open to doing a solo live, but I don't know. Oh, Stellifies, you just reminded me. I have an email I have to respond to. Hold on, let me write that down because I will forget. Oh, knocking shit over. Where's my pen? Pen. Oh, there's my pen. In my bag, in the depths of my bag. Give me a second, I have to write down something. I got a cool opportunity via email, and I have to respond to them so that I actually end up doing it. You know what I'm saying? What is today? 31st? Oh my. Okay. Respond to email. Okay. I've written it down. Good. OMG, I'm a better mod than I thought. You're a great mod. You're a great mod. Hi, Buttertoaskin. Welcome. Made me so cool. Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks. Oh, I do have another update, actually, for you guys. Let me double check the information before I spread misinformation. Okay, Happies. As of right now, there's a small chance this will be subject to change, but I don't think so. As long as I do my shit tonight. Happies, Mimi Happies. Everybody listening, your ears perking up? Yes. Will be available to order. Your ears perked up even more? Yes? Are you listening? You jingled the car keys, yes? Jingle, 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 jingle. Happies, Mimi Happies, will be available to order April 10th, as of right now. There's a tiny chance that will change, but it'll be around then if not. So, did you see that? Just to remind you, I believe it is $65. I don't know if that counts shipping or not. I'm sorry, not off the top of my head. I kind of don't think it does, but it's $65 for the Happies. They are fantastic quality. I will put a proper ad in the vlog that will hopefully release either around the same time or roughly. So be ready for that, okay? I'll put an ad in the vlog where you can like actually see the Happies all put together and everything. So get your excited pants on. Thank you so much. Okay? They've got little extras and things. I'll talk more about it when they actually are available and during the ads and stuff. But there you go. There's your update. Okay? I look forward to seeing you wear your Happies at whatever the fuck the next live show will be. I don't know yet, but soon I shall know. By soon, I don't know when soon is. Eventually, I shall know. Maybe getting opportunity emails and we're getting happy soon. Truly the greatest return stream of all time. I know. I feel like I'm like slowly doing things. It's crazy. Let me make sure I get all the details. I need to include Ina's. She had these like, I don't know what these were meant to be, but bow? I'm going to call it a bow. It's like a decorative pieces on her outfits, and I want to include it back here. Not that you can see it very much, but I wish to including it anyway. And a couple more like flowy drapes, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't notice she had a little crossbody bag here. I forgot about that. You won't really be able to see it from this angle very much, but I will put it there. I will putting it there. Amazing. Also, Mage Mimi, the animation award winner. Oh yeah, the industry awards. I couldn't watch them because the Wi-Fi in the airport was so shit, but I did see that I won via the tweet, so that was nice. And then I went back and watched the like VOD afterwards. But yes, thank you. I did win that award. I don't know if I deserved it after I saw the competition, but I'm thankful nonetheless. So thank you. Crossbody book. Yeah. I have a bag that's kind of like this. I bought it at the Spirit Halloween. I have to get my bags out of the box that they're in. I haven't taken them out yet because when we moved, I don't have like a proper place for bags yet. So, I don't know. I did finally build my shoe rack. And I think I might be able to put bags on the shoe rack. So maybe I'll put them there. I don't know. It might be a little too short for that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways. Yes, I was watching with Lord Penguin on Discord and I shouted so loud my mic cut out and my voice was destroyed temporarily. Oh, God. Well, thank you so much for supporting me, guys. Thank you. I love my bozus. Kiss you. Hi, Lemonator. Hello. Congratulations. Thank you. I personally feel like maybe like Kana Uru should have won. But hey, you know, I'll take what I can get out here. I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. I think maybe the Swarm came in clutch for me, perhaps. Thank you, Swarm members. Oh, speaking of the Swarm, I did do Evil's birthday stream on Thursday, I think. I did a call-in. Now, I realized I only got to say about 2 sentences before Discord cut out, and I was also basically a PowerPoint on the screen, also because of Discord, and also, I think mine broke it. So I didn't actually get to say happy birthday to Evil to her face, but don't you worry now. I did tell her afterwards. And it was funny. Did you see me on the screen? It was funny. That one clip of just fucking everything breaking at once. I had my stupid face toggle on because I realized it broke, but I was still on the screen and I didn't want to just leave just in case it came back. So I was like, well, I'll put the silly face on. And then eventually I was spinning in the way that Neuro taught me how to spin. And then Vettel floated across the screen. It was really funny. It was Wednesday. Pardon me. It was Wednesday. Yes. The days all kind of blurred together, you know. But yes, I did have a very good time. Evil is very cute. I enjoyed watching that stream. I know it was scuffy, but listen, I liked it. It was fun. Everybody was super duper cute. You abandoned me for another VTuber, but it's fine. No, I had something to do before that, actually. I had something to do before that. But that was also another thing. I got over it eventually. No, Stellafaz, I would never abandon you for such a thing. Don't worry. You're on the top of my list, Stellafaz. But yeah, I actually had to do another thing that was like a personal thing. I had to make a couple phone calls before that. So don't worry. That was just also another thing that happened to be after that. That happened to be after that. I knew I was really like, originally I was pretty late in the lineup for like call-ins. So I thought my call-in was going to be like an hour later than that. But it ended up being late anyways because of the delays and stuff. But I went quite early in the line. But oh well, it was nice, Picasso. It was nice chatting with the other VTubers too. I think this is good. Perhaps. I think this is good. It's not my finest work by any means, but it's my work. So, you know, let's slap some color on this. That's not correct at all. Ina, ina, ina. Hearing like an entire like room full of like fans chanting in unison like that is really, really awesome, I must say. Hold on, let's put the background on first. My eyeballs. My fucking eyeballs, good God. Hold on. Trust the process. Trust the process. I know what it looks like. Trust the process. Trust the process. Average Mimi day being busy. I don't know what happened. I feel like I was never so busy, but I mean, in Rezo I was busy, but that's just because, you know, I was in Rezo, obviously. I feel like now I'm not really doing anything, but I'm also very busy. So I'm kind of just sitting here like, well, yeah, I guess, you know, I'm a little busy right now, I suppose, maybe. That was supposed to be the moon. Hold on. Oh, The moon. The moon? I want it to be kind of visible. I'll put it here. The moon. Don't worry about it. And then let's get a little pink going on in here. Oh, not that pink. You like these pink? Yeah. And a little purple just as a little transitionary color. Transitioning color. What? Huh? What? Huh? Mimi's like, secretary, hold my calls. I don't know about all that, but there is a lot to keep track of. I will say I'm so sorry to people who have sent me DMs. I gotta answer. I gotta answer them. I have a lot of them because of the whole thing after the commission stuff. I got a bunch of DMs that flooded all of my other DMs. Listen, I'm working on it. SIvan, don't worry. You're at the top of my list. You're at the top of my list. But yeah, I don't know. I think I said most of my stories from the trip. We did go to the like Hollywood Boulevard and walk around. We went to the Ripley Museum of Believe It or Not or whatever. I don't think I believe a lot of them, if I'm honest. I think I might be in the or not category. I will say though, the tall man animatronic scared the shit out of me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. It scared me so bad. The tall man animatronic did scare the shit out of me, and that's okay. I'm not afraid to admit such a thing. Anyway. Hi, Space Knight. Welcome. And there was like a rapper right outside of one of the places on that road, and Monty Bagel was like jamming with him for a second, and he like started freestyling about her, and it was kind of funny. I forgot what he said, but low-key part of it sounded like an insult, but it was kind of funny. Did you fall for the fake people taking a photo thing they usually have set up? I don't think so. I might not have seen that. Monty Bagel got jump scared by pretty much everything before I walked into the rooms. So if there was anything jump scare worthy, it certainly did not get me. Not that it would have in the first place, but you know, she just kept getting jump scared every time she walked in a room. I think... Oh, there was the, like, right on the wall with the flashlight, or, like, take a pose for the camera, like, exhibit they had in there. You'll see it in the vlog if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. But... Monty had her flashlight on, because she saw it said to turn on her flashlight, but she didn't, like, actually read it. So she had her flashlight on, facing the back wall for, like, the photo thing. And we all turned around and we were like, that didn't work at all. Why didn't that work? And I was like, oh, your flashlight's on, Monty Bagel. It's not going to work if you aim the flashlight at the screen in the back. You know what I mean? Because it was supposed to be like your shadows would be like illuminated on the wall. Because it was like one of those walls that like holds heat or whatever for like a second. And you could like see where it was. I don't know. Anyways, TLDR, she didn't read the instructions. That's okay. We still love her anyway. And, Honey does her best. Yeah, she does. I love that woman. She's a little out of her depth sometimes, but that's okay. When she's in her depth, she's in her depth. You know what I mean? Let's just color Ina at once, and then we'll go color Kiara after. I think that works. So you don't have to keep turning it upside down over and over and over. Not quite that saturated. What else happened? What else happened? I don't even know. I think I said most of it. Driving that car was stressful, I won't lie to you. Driving around fucking LA. Nah. San Francisco wasn't that bad, I won't lie. Unless you were like in the like actual city part of San Francisco, it wasn't that bad. But fuck LA, man. Nah. Also, there was one point where we didn't have, because the Airbnb host didn't tell us that we could park in their driveway. And there was like a gate, so we were like, okay, I don't know, we have to park in the street, I guess. But I was like, if we park this car in the street, it is going to get robbed. In this area, I don't know, it was a real fancy car. Like I said, we got it from the presidential lot because that's what he said to do. We only paid for the basic one, but he said go to the presidential lot, pick out whatever car you want. So we said okay. So we did, and I was like, if we park this fancy ass motherfucking car here, it's just gonna get broken into. So we parked there for the first like evening, and then Monty texted the like Airbnb lady. She was like, you have a gate opener. You could park it in like this spot back here. And then we were like, oh. So we did that from then on, and that worked out a lot nicer. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, because we would have been so ultra mega cooked if not. Ultra mega completely devastated in the financial department. Thank God that car is no longer my problem, because oh my God. It's stressful driving a rental. I don't know why. Like driving like a car that's your own is not as stressful, but like when you're like, oh God, if it gets like wrecked or something, even if it's someone else's fault, I just know I'm gonna have to pay for that shit. It's gonna be so off. It's gonna be so over. So over. But I've never been in an accident, except for when I was like a little baby kid and I wasn't the one driving. And I've never gotten pulled over. So I have to think that I'm at least sort of a decent driver. I don't be running red lights or nothing. If anything, I might have been going a little too slow in LA specifically because so many roads in LA, they don't have lights or stop signs or anything. They just like fucking, it's just like, yeah, here's like a 6-lane highway where you can't see incoming cars. You have to cross when it feels right and not die. Congratulations, try your best. And that shit was, this is a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie to you, just a little bit. Don't worry though, I didn't get anyone killed, so it worked out. Beautiful. I really like Ina's hair with like the pink under highlights. I really like it. Very nice. Oh, I didn't draw her her, what is this? Crown headband? Crown headband. Crown headband. Yes. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, we could see the Hollywood sign from our Airbnb, which we didn't even notice until the next day, which was kind of ironic. Also, like, we definitely would have been able to see it for, like, a decent amount of the time we were there, because the whole drive there on the first day, we would have been able to see such a thing. We would have been able to see it. I don't know why we didn't see it. I don't know why we didn't see it, in fact. But, you know, it was like very obvious for half of it. Sorry, my brain is not working at this moment. I think I'm still kind of sleep deprived. I'm formulating thoughts, but at what cost? I do not know. I do not know. All I know is that I had a good time, and I don't recommend going to the airport that early. And I don't know. We ordered Taco Bell. That was pretty sick. I don't usually eat Taco Bell, but when I'm with Monty Bagel, that woman really likes Taco Bell. And Ari also really likes Taco Bell, apparently, so we ate a lot of Taco Bell. Long story short, we ended up eating a lot of Taco Bell. I got a Crunch Wrap Supreme. I don't really know what that entails, but that's what I ate. That is what I ate. Okay, the new potato beef grillers are pretty fire though. Hyzenithor. I don't know what that is. Maybe I'll try it. Next time Monty Bagel inevitably wants Taco Bell. Maybe I'll give it a try. Potato beef griller, that sounds good. Sounds good, man. Also, I will say, every venue I've ever been backstage at, all of them, including this one, all of them, they're so backroomsy. I feel like they probably do that on purpose, but I feel like at Offkai when we were backstage, if I didn't have like somebody leading us around, I would have been so fucking lost. I would have been lost in the back rooms. Same thing with this one. If we didn't have somebody leading us around, I would have been lost in the fucking back rooms of this place. Lost in the back rooms of the Wiltern. That's the real vlog content you want to see. That's really funny considering Kiara just tweeted that she didn't have any Baja Blast while in the US. That's probably a good thing. Monty got a Baja Blast, or maybe it was Ari. I don't remember. Somebody got a Baja Blast. And then everyone tried it, and we were all like, "Wow, good God, this is like Mountain Dew on crack cocaine." Wow, you know, it's a lot. You know, hey, it's a lot. What can I say? What can I say about that? You know. I got fucking Baja blasted, bro. Of course, Kiara and Gigi sent everyone to Taco Bell. I don't know. I don't even know if they sent us. We just DoorDashed it because we were hungry. And we didn't know what a lot of the like local stuff was. So we were like, oh, we don't know if it'll be any good. We just kind of want something reliable. Sometimes you just need the liquid Windex. You know what? That's fair. I can see that argument. All right, let me make this like the proper color scheme. Need to be more bluish. Be more light. And that's close enough, I would say. And then from here, we gotta go over here. Get like the little darker accents on. I really like this Ina outfit. I know I already said it, but I really do. Then again, I think I've liked almost every Ina outfit. that I have seen. I don't think I've disliked any of them. I fear Inanis and I are on the same wavelength. They got the good stuff. I know I'm joking. No, you're fine, you're fine. That's funny though. I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, everyone go to Taco Bell, and then everybody went to Taco Bell. You know, flood that poor Taco Bell with like, how many KFP and Takodachis? What did they say there were? 2,000-3,000, something like that. Flood that Taco Bell. Maybe don't do that. That's kind of probably a terrible idea. If that happened, imagine those poor workers. If that was me, I feel like I might quit on site. not because of who was there, just like the sheer amount of people. I feel like that would be it for me. Like when I worked at the Kohl's in New Jersey, and my first day was fucking Black Friday. I was half ready to quit that day. But everybody kept telling me, don't worry, every day that's not today is going to be so much easier than this in comparison. But like, man. Nah. Post-concert, the nearest Taco Bell would fill up with happies and people in cosplay. That sounds about right. That happened for that happened in NYC for Breaking Dimensions and All for One. See, I'd believe it. NYC especially because, like, I mean, there's only so many so many places everyone can go to for food around that, like, exact, like, walking distance area. Like, if Fumoko took a picture of their favorite Mr. Donut and got it flooded with ruffians for days. That's, like, super cool, though. I feel like that's a good way to get, like, business. Like, that's how influencing works. You know, no influencers influence in the same way that VTubers be influencing, if you know what I'm saying. Or maybe they do. Fuck do I know? Nothing. What do I know about non-VTubers? Literally not a damn thing. I'm tucking up my butt over here, but listen. It became a pilgrimage. That's kind of fun, though. Mimi is hungies right now, bro. We're cooked. We're so absolutely fucking cooked, bro. Every Midwest event has holofans at jailbirds going to Culver's. Influence is real. Wait, that's so funny. I kind of like that. I don't know. I kind of like it. As long as it's not, like, to the point where it's a nuisance for the workers and they're just giving them extra business. I feel like that's fine. You know what I mean? If I find a restaurant that I like a lot, I'll let the bozoos know. Unfortunately, Claudie B's in Grapevine, Texas closed down many years ago. So none of us can go there anymore. And both of my favorite ice cream shops in Florida also closed. So I can't even recommend that you go there. So I don't know what any recommendations are anymore. I don't know anymore. I'm sorry. Hi, Kayasato. Welcome. How are you doing today? I'm just kind of haphazardly coloring this. It's nothing too insano style, you know what I mean. It's just we're doing little doodle sketchies today. She does have this really beautiful, intricate pattern on her sleeves that I'm just going to absolutely butcher. I'd like to apologize in advance. Know that it is beautiful. I'm just very tired right now. So I will not be doing it the justice that it so deserves. My Kiara happy at a rest stop was called by a worker cool K-pop demon hunter outfits. Yo. Did they think she was like Mira, maybe? Interesting. Oh, or no, maybe they thought you were just one of the fans. Because didn't they have Happies in K-pop Demon Hunters? I watched that in the airport. Because I had it, like, pre-downloaded from something I was, like, from some other thing I was doing. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll watch this in the airport. I fucking love K-pop Demon Hunters, dude. Love it so much. Maybe they thought you were dressed up like one of the fans. I feel like they had Happies in there. You know? This gonna be close enough. Maybe this. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. At least the TSA lady didn't look at you and go, "Hi, sweetie, how old are you?" As I'm handing her my driver's license that clearly is horizontal. And I say in a voice that can only be described as disappointment and confusion. 25, ma'am. 25 years old, actually. Yeah, I know. And she didn't even follow it up with anything. She was like, "Oh, sorry." Right. No, that's fine, ma'am. Don't even worry about it. There's nothing to be sorry about at all. I don't have a complex or anything. Sup, I watched Sailor Moon movie. I haven't watched the old Sailor Moon movie, anime, and it's my first time watching it. Oh, yeah. I watched Sailor Moon for the first time like 3 or 4 years ago. It was pretty good. I don't know if I would watch it entirely again, but I didn't dislike it or anything. I did like it, you know? Youthful mage, listen, I suppose I looked like it. The iceberg levels when talking to normal workers is fun. K-pop anime is the broadest. YouTubers is next level. And usually lose people at the VTuber, you can bring them back by saying it's Hatsune Miku. Now, a lot of people don't know who Hatsune Miku is because, like, sometimes I've had to, like, tell my, like, I think it was my therapist, actually. I don't remember. I've had to tell people, like, kind of recently, like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a streamer. And, like, usually that gets it. And then they'll be like, oh, what kind of streaming do you do? And then that's when I'm like, you know. That's when I'm like, oh, you know. But I'll just say, like, do you know what a VTuber is? And then usually they'll be like, no. And I'll be like, do you know, like, what Hatsune Miku is? And they're like, no. Lots of people don't know who Hatsune Miku is, even like, with that all considered. So, hey, I don't know, but, you know. You know. I'm just gonna put like a haphazard like red lining here so you could see that it's present. Because you can't even really see the red lining on the way that I drew the sleeves, but I want you to see like a little bit. Just like a little tiny little bit, maybe. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters last year. Well, I didn't like the film that much. I liked the visual gags and the soundtrack. My top 3 favorite songs are How It's Done, Soda Pop, and Takedown. Yeah, I loved the movie. I loved the soundtrack. I loved the animation. I loved all of it. I think I can easily say K-pop Demon Hunters is my favorite movie now. Like my current all-time favorite movie. Is that embarrassing? Maybe. But I don't give a fuck. I like it. I like it. Before that, it was Encanto, which I do still quite like. But K-pop Demon Hunters, yes. And I like literally every single song in it. All of them. Every single song. It doesn't get old. I think if I had to pick a favorite, now that I've listened to them all so long and it's been like, it's like sat in my brain so much, you know what I mean? If I had to pick a favorite, like top 3 in order K-pop Demon Hunter songs, I think How It's Done is probably first. Your Idol is close second. And then, see, third's hard though. Maybe What It Sounds Like third, but Golden is like real close. I also really like Soda Pop. I do like Takedown a lot, but I feel like I can't say Takedown is my favorite because I don't like the lyrics really for Takedown as much. But I really like well, okay, not all of it, but like the first like verse lyrics I'm not super a fan of, you know what I mean? But I like the rest of it, you know? So, I don't know. So sweet, so easy on the eyes, but hideous on the inside. You know what I mean? But I like all of them. They're all fantastic. Picasso, EJ, Queen, and also Slay Forever. I will be watching K-pop Demon Hunters 2 in, what did they say, 2029 or something like that? 2032? I don't remember. I will be watching it, whatever age that ends up coming out at. And I will not have any regrets. Thank you so much. I really like Free. I like Free too, but I think it's like one of my lower ones. I like it a lot though. Like I said, all of them are good. My job is anime girl. That's pretty much accurate. Hi, Snowbrow, by the way. I've watched Madoka Magica. I love Madoka Magica so much. That's why I was saying earlier, Ina's set was kind of giving like Madoka Magica vibes. I don't know how to say it otherwise. But the vibes were just kind of Madoka Magica core. You know, I was being hypnotized by Inanis. My favorite is tied between your idol and what it sounds like. Yeah. That's the thing for me. At this point, I can't sing what it sounds like or listen to it without crying. It just makes me cry. It makes me cry ugly tears. At least the other ones, I feel like a bad bitch when I'm like, I don't talk, but I bite, full of venom. You know what I mean? So at least it's kind of like that. As opposed to, you know, this is what it sounds like. Fuck, shot my eyeballs out. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys like my lazy coloring? It's really good, isn't it? Ina's eyes are like purple though, aren't they? Oh, she has the one eye pink in this print. I see. I see. I'm gonna do it like that. Actually, maybe just that. Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little bit of both. I think a little bit of both is fair. Sounds good to me. You're all I can think of, every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. It's gonna release in 2029. Oh, good. Okay. So it's not terribly long. I mean, that's still 3 years, but hey, I'm kind of happy they're taking their time on it, because that means the chances of it being like a shit sequel are really low. You know what I mean? No shit sequels. I want to keep that franchise going fucking strong. No matter what, though, I will always say that I like that first movie a lot. I really do. I had no interest in watching it until we were in the Airbnb at Offkai. And they were like, yeah, we want to watch this. And I was like, I guess. You know, I'll watch it, I guess. I was judging it based off of the name. I was judging it based off of judging a book based on its cover, just like they said not to do. That's what I was doing. And I ate my words. And you guys also ended up eating my words because I sing every single one of those damn songs on every karaoke now. What's your favorite thing about Madoka Magica? It was the first anime I ever watched. And I think it changed the trajectory of my life overnight. I don't know. I just think it's such a unique story. And the way they, like, have it tied to, like, real events in the world. Like real people, I guess. Like, they have, like, their canon lore of, like, Joan of Arc and, like, some other people. You know what I mean? Like Cleopatra and all them. Kaguya, Princess Kaguya was one. Anne Frank was one. They're like just a bunch of like other girls in history that they like portray as magical girls, and I just think that's really cool. I love the universe and the whole concept of it. Would I enjoy it if it wasn't the first anime I ever watched? Probably still yes, but probably not as much because it is kind of sad, and I don't usually like sad things, but I love the aesthetics of it. I would be a great magical girl. Yes, I would make a wish with Kyubey. It would just be really specific so that he couldn't actually take my soul in the end. And, I'd win. Yeah. Also, I would not be that phased, like, by them saying, like, yeah, magical girls turn into witches and all that. Spoiler alert, I guess. I wouldn't be that phased. I'm like, your soul is the soul gem. Like, well, yeah, that's why it's called a soul gem, you know. I would have presumed such a thing. You know. I wouldn't have been that phased. I would have been like, yeah, that checks out. Anyway. Just saying. I saw so many people talk about it on TikTok and was like, fine, I don't even like K-pop, but I might as well try it, and here we are, yeah. I think the only thing that turned people away from that movie was, like, the name, the title. But, you know, because I still kind of stand by it thinking, like, maybe it should have been called, like, Huntrix or something instead. But I kind of get it. You know what the title did? It's giving, like, that time I got reincarnated as a yada 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 in the whatever world, you know what I mean? It's giving that. Like, you know what you're getting into when you read the title K-pop Demon Hunters. There's K-pop and they're demon hunters. Self-explanatory. So, you know, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's not that bad at all. Yeah. It makes you think about its title since it's generic enough. Yes, yeah, I agree. The name gets the point across and definitely got people talking about it. True. Absolutely true. How would you prevent it from taking your soul? It's the price of the wish. Just make it a fucking clause in the wish. Be like, see, okay, I've said this before. If I met Cube and he was like, you know, you want to make a wish? I'd be like, yes, come back to me in 24 hours. I need to write it down so that I don't miss anything. Thank you so much. And then I'd hang out with him while I wrote down my wish in extreme detail. And I would read it aloud from a piece of paper. Basically, it would be like, I'm going to say it really, like, vague here. Right? Not vague, but, like, you know, dumbed down terms. But, like, imagine I made it contract type beat. No loopholes. Absolutely zero loopholes. You know what I'm saying? Run it by a lawyer, get zero loopholes too. Fuck yeah. Anyways, I'd make it so I'd be like, all right, so either when my soul gem turns completely black and I should be turning into a witch, or my soul gem cracks and breaks and I should be dying. Whichever comes first, I will not do either of those things. Instead, my wish would be to be isekai'd into a place where I can go into whatever little anime worlds that I want. I want to go be a Pokemon trainer, I'll go fuck around and be a Pokemon trainer, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I want to go do some show by rock band type beat shit, I'm going to go do that, you know? And he wouldn't be able to say that I can't do that, because if you can wish for anything, I probably have enough karmic destiny to make that happen, probably, if I had to guess. So, probably. And then that's what I would do. And I would just say my soul would get released and I would go do that instead. That's what happens. So that's essentially what my wish would be. Imagine it really long-winded and not a single loophole to be found. And at the very end of it, it would be, I would add the clause exactly how I want. Just to be really sure about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. It would be really, 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 really specific. And that's how I would avoid it. That's how I would avoid karmic destiny. You're welcome. I don't know why no one thought about that. There was a girl who was like, I want multiple soul gems. Yeah, sure, I guess. You might be thinking about something there, but you're still not thinking about the bigger picture of Walpurgis. I'm just saying. Give me my wish. Make no mistakes. Exactly. Pretty much. And they'd have to abide by it. Because they're very literal creatures, the little incubators. They're very literal. So if I act very literal, and I say everything in the most literal way possible, they could not possibly take it the wrong way, you know? Not me bringing out the magical lawyer drafted contract. Of course! You want to make a contract with me? I'm making a contract with you. You're signing my shit. You signing my shit, I tell you what. Genie, there's a lot of gray area in make me a prince. I could make you a prince, or I could make you a prince. Exactly. But that's why you don't make any wishes without really thinking about it, making it really long-winded and really specific, okay? That's the only way. You can't just be like, I wish to become royalty. Because then what does that mean? You could get fucking teleported back in time, becoming royalty, and fucking let them eat cake type beat shit, and then you're gonna be beheaded next thing you know. You don't want to mess with that. You gotta be really, really careful. If any of you ever meet a genie or get a wish granted, I'm telling you, if you take nothing else away from me, take this away from this stream, you know. Be specific. Be specific. Be specific. Be specific. Be specific. And then nothing will ever go wrong. Unless you're not specific enough. But that's why you run it by a lawyer. You're welcome. You're welcome for that. I wish for this wish to not be granted and let the magic go blue screen. That's an interesting thing. I don't know what would happen. What would they... Is that just a paradox? I feel like that's like you're just creating a paradox. Unless whoever's granting the wish just says, yeah, I can't do that. You know? Unless that was the case. I think you're just creating a paradox when you do that. Perhaps. I didn't draw the little flowers. I'm just gonna put them over here. I don't even know if you would really see this one, but I'll shove it over here. Yeah. You like my very precise coloring techniques? It's all very precise. Sure. Yes. Can you sue a genie? I don't know if there's a genie court, but assuming there is, probably? Genies probably don't have, like, full citizenship that's registered, so I don't think you could, like, sue a genie with, like, the American judicial system. But, because, like, you can't serve papers to someone who doesn't exist, technically, you know what I mean? So, I don't know about that, but maybe, just maybe, perhaps you could, go to genie court, you know? That might exist. In the case of genie court, you know, I don't know. They don't got no mage court, so maybe they don't got genie court either, but who knows? If you get a letter from the Magic Association, you usually just ignore it. That's what I do. If corporations are people, why wouldn't genies have them? Yeah, I agree. See? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Am I the only one who would use their wish to erase Kyubey and his kind from the Madoka universe? That's real selfless of you. Low-key... No, wait. There's a reason. There's a canon reason why they can't do that. Never mind. I was thinking about it. There's a canon reason why they can't do that, and they explain it in the first... Like, before... Like, when Madoka's learning the truth of everything is when he explains it. But basically, the only reason in that universe that humanity, progressed at all was because of Kyubey and them. So if you erased Kyubey from their world, they would just go back to being cavemen in that universe. So that wouldn't be a great idea. You know? That wouldn't be a great idea. I for a minute, you had me there for a second, because I was like, wait, has anyone ever thought of that? But no, they explain why that can't happen. Yum. What color is this? Is this, like, also the dark color? I think it is. Also, he probably just wouldn't grant your wish. He doesn't have to. That's fair, yeah. I mean, to be fair, if he did grant it, he'd probably grant, like... He'd probably just grant you, like, a glimpse into the world or some shit like that instead of actually changing the world. Just to be like, look, do you really want that? And if you said yes after that, well, he'd be like, well, no. You don't got enough karmic destiny for that. Sorry, kid. You know? My first thing would be, I wish you were blue and had the voice of Robin Williams. So you just turn him into the genie, I see. Lawyer Mimi with a fancy suit is an aesthetic. Perhaps. You guys want me to wear a suit real bad. I feel like we've had this conversation before. I don't know if I'd wear a suit. I'm very girly. But you guys say that quite often, I fear. That you want me to wear a suit. Mimi suit would be awesome, OMG. See, I'm seeing that. Aladdin is a magical girl, confirmed then. I feel like that was pretty clear from the get-go. Yeah, Aladdin's giving magical girl energy. But they also have, oh, I see, wait, hold on. They also have Jasmine, so I guess they don't really need Aladdin to be the magical girl. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I don't really remember a lot of the nitty-gritty from it. Wow. You like my detail work over here? Truly stunning. Truly stunning. Butler Mimi. I don't know if you'll ever get Butler Mimi. Mimi likes to be cute and girly. Mimi likes to be cute and girly. I don't know if Butler Mimi is in the cards. I'd do it for money. I'd do it for money, but that's about it. Mimi in the dress, Bozo in the suits like the Secret Service. Now that shit sounds fucking sick. That sounds sick as shit, bro. Office lady Mimi with forehead exposed when? Why y'all want to see my forehead so bad? Office lady Mimi is more likely than Butler Mimi, though, I will say. If we're going based on likelihood, that's more likely. Is it actually likely to happen? I don't know. But it's more likely. I just had a really good idea for an IRL music video. But I don't have like a song or anything that works with it yet. But if I ever do another one, I have an idea for it. And like locations I'd like to do it at. I think it'd be kind of cool. Wish plan B. Yeeting while Pergus not into orbit and permanently. So Homer and Madoka can get together. Yes, but I feel like it still wouldn't work out unless you did it like really early. Because I think the whole thing about that was like Butler Mimi. Thank you for the Super Rugen. I don't know if you're getting it still, but thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't know, cause I feel like didn't they defeat Walpurgis not like multiple times? Like I guess if your actual wish was like permanent Walpurgis not in orbit, but like by the time you got there, I feel like one or two or three of the other girls would have already died. You know what I mean? And I feel like the threat would just be replaced by someone else. You know what I mean? Like, if not Walpurgis, not then somebody else. Because isn't Kyubey the one who sent Walpurgis there for the purpose of Madoka turning into a witch? Wasn't he the one who did that? I feel like that happened. I might be misremembering, but I feel like that was all very intentional on his part. No? Maybe? Perhaps? I don't remember. I wish for the Madoka and F-Zero universes to combine. F-Zero. I don't know what that is. Fate? Fate Zero? Is that what that is? I don't really know like the stuff. The only thing I've ever seen from Fate is a movie, I guess, that had like the weirdest fucking like I think I watched it like completely out of context accidentally because I was with a group of people and it said like that was like one of the first Fate movies, so we were like, oh sure, or like that it was like standalone or something, so we watched that. But it was like a really, really bizarre movie that I was not able to follow the entire time, and like it ended with a girl being sent to like eternal most painful death possible, like constant, and they just fucking ended it with that. And I was like, what does anyone know what I'm talking about? It was very weird. It was a Fate movie. It was very bizarre. I don't think I like the Fate stuff. F-Zero is the series Captain Falcon is from. Oh, Basically future city racing in cars that hover and slam into each other. You want bumper cars, Miku? Futuristic bumper cars? Miku? What the fuck? Madoka? You want futuristic bumper cars, Madoka? Is what I'm hearing. I feel like that's not impossible. That might be something that can happen. Perhaps. Pretty sure you just described every Fate movie, did I? Oh, that's crazy, man. I don't know. I really only watched the one, and I just didn't get it. It was really complicated and confusing. And then there was just a girl sent to, like, eternal damnation, basically. And they just didn't save her. They just, like, let that rip. And then they, like, left. And I was just sitting there like, they're gonna go back and get her, right? No. They never did. I don't know if there was a sequel or something. But I didn't really have any interest in watching it. It was very bizarre. Very bizarre. I don't know. More power to you if you like Fate stuff, but me? Confused. Wish Plan C. Summon the Doomslayer. I will stick him on Kyubey and on his kind after all is said and done. And Kyubey will learn why Doom is eternal. Can't Kyubey just infinitely reincarnate? That one's not a bad plan, though. You could get to him mentally. Although, don't Kyubeis view emotion as mental illness? I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I don't know if your plans are working, Brian. I don't know. I don't want to shut them all down on you. I'm just saying. I don't know. They might not work out in the way you want them to work out. I'm just saying. You also usually don't get plan B or C. Usually you get the one and then you're done. You gotta live with that shit. I don't know. Also, this is like kind of nonsensical, but back to Hololive really quick. During the concert, everybody was just chanting, wah, 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 you know? And at first I was like, why are they only chanting like wah for Ina? Like, I mean, shouldn't we do like, you know, wah, kikeriki or something like that? And then I thought about it, and I was like, Wawa is Kiara's nickname, and Ina says wah. So, really, you could just repeat wah as many times as you want, and it kind of functions for both of them. And I don't know why I didn't think about that. But I felt like my brain expanded when I realized that. Now, I realize pretty much everyone else in the room probably also already realized that, but hey. The chants were so fun as we evolved to KFP. Wah! Yeah, see, the chants from the top balcony, I understood most of them. There were a couple where I was like, what are we saying? What? But I did get most of them. I will say my favorite chant to this day is Ina, 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 Ina. I'm really happy she used that in her original song, because I really liked that in the Umisi song. Just the way that it sounds. It scratches my brain. It scratches my brain, you know what I mean? Real nice. Real nice like. Anyways, but yes, I'm happy she included that. That's my favorite of the chants, I think, but I also really like so many of like the song chants too for like Wawa stuff, like the room singing Kimeri Eri Eria was like crazy. That shit was like crazy. But there are also like a bajillion other chants. I don't know. Every single thing for Wawa stuff, I was going nuts. But yes, I liked it. I don't know. My brain isn't really working, but I liked it a lot. It was very fun. It was very fun. Ina, Ina, Ina. I know that song is Iya, 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 but Kiara is right. It sounds like Ina, Ina, Ina. And therefore, I say it in that way instead. But it was super fun. TLDR, it was super fun. I love the vibes that Holo fans bring to concerts. I've really only ever been to 2 Okay, well, debatable. I've really only been to Hololive concerts and the one Aqua concert. Well, no, I went to the Guilty Kiss concert too. I guess that counts. I've been to Love Live concerts and Hololive concerts, and both times the fans make the vibes immaculate. But there's something special about the Hololive ones. I don't know. Something special about the vibes in a room of a Hololive concert. The vibes are just immaculate. Fuck, everybody having a good time. You know? I do kind of wish that I bought one of the pen lights. The Drawn It On pen lights. I do kind of wish that I bought one of those, but I did not. Mostly because the line was really long, and I didn't really want to wait in it. And that was really the only reason. I didn't really have a valid reason other than that, but, you know. They also might have been sold out at some point, but I didn't even bother asking. I heard people saying that they might have been, though. So who knows? Eyes don't knows. If that's the case, why were people making gorilla noises? That's some people do at every like anime-esque concert. You got everybody does the hoo 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 hoo. You know what I mean? That's just something people do. That's normal, ain't it? I've heard that at every concert I've been to so far. It's gotta be normal. It's an American thing for hoo hoo hoo. Yeah. Yeah. That's normal. Even JP fans find it hilarious that we do it so often. It is funny, I will say. It's kind of unhinged sounding, but I like it. So, you know, no quarrels. No quarrels from me. Monkey noises, yes. Her earrings were like pink, right? Were they like yellow to pink? I think so. Or maybe green, but I think they were pink on the bottom. They're not earrings, they're feathers, right? They're not earrings. I feel like when she originally started, she was either that they were part of her hair or part of her earrings. And then I think it changed at some point, but I don't remember what the actual canon one is anymore. I don't know. I'm unsure. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. I'll keep it at that. That's good, I think. Okay. Let's color dodge the shit out of this and make it look prettier. Chill Shanty, by the way, welcome. I know you've been here a hot minute. I didn't say hi. Hello. I was in the middle of editing a Takamori AMV. Let's go. Takamori. It's originally they were feathers, but then Huke drew them as earrings later. Ah, I see. The vision is understood. Okay, let me do this on the background too, because it's giving a little much. Oh, Lordy God. Hold on. Trust the process. I know it looks insane. Trust the process. Oh God. Put a little purple up on that. I don't want it to blend in too much with Ina's hair. Hold on. Ina. I've been lurking, so I didn't notice you were drawing Takatori until now. Yeah. No worries. I appreciate the lurk. Yes, I enjoyed the concert. I wanted to do a little something like afterwards, so I'm kind of glad you guys voted for this. The other things also would have been productive, so you know we can do them too. But this is a good use of time right now, I think. I wanted the double-sided baseball shirt, but they ran out. Oh no, SIvan, I'm so sorry. Did any of you guys order Vogelfrey? I saw a bunch of people were getting like signed versions in their albums, like with the cards that were signed. That shit was really cool. This drawing is so interesting. This drawing is really interesting. I got no sign, sadly. Aw, I'm so sorry. Next time you'll get them. You'll get him next time, chap. You'll get him next time. I haven't checked Ina's EP yet if it was signed. Oh, I didn't know she had signed ones too. Yeah. What was hers called again? I know it was a really fancy artsy word. Hold on. I forgot the name. The only reason I remembered Vocal Fry was because I had like an epiphany where I was like, oh, it's Vocal Fry. Oh. And it took me a bit because I wouldn't have remembered it otherwise. It's called Revision. Yes. Revision. Picasso. Okay, now you're probably thinking, Mimi, this looks kind of like shit. I know. I'm aware. I will fix it. Vocal fray means outlawed. Oh. I thought it meant vocal fry. Vocal fray means free bird? Damn, I don't even... Never mind, I guess. I don't know what's going on. I guess it just sounds like vocal fry. Vogel fry. You can't blame me for thinking that's what it said. You can't blame me for thinking that's what it was. Vogel bird fray free. Oh. That's kind of nice then. I don't know, it works both ways. Hey, it works both ways. Listen, what do I know? My epiphany wasn't even real in the end. Alright, this is how you make your shitty doodles look better. You just put a fuck ton of compositing on top and hope for the best. It looks amazing. Thank you. Hello, my lady. I miss you so much. Hi, Alex. Welcome. Thanks for coming. How you feeling? I'm good. Still a little sleepy, but I mean, I'll get over that. I'm sleeping all these days now, so they shan't get me to lose sleep any longer. They being the demons in my head. I don't know. I don't know. At first I lost sleep because of all the Twitter drama. And then I lost sleep because I was feeling emotional. And then I lost sleep because I was in the airport. So, you know, chaos. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys, my therapist, I'm going back in like a couple days, but she had me do like an exercise so she could like look into my psyche or whatever, and it was like an artsy exercise because she was like, oh yeah, you like doing artsy stuff, so I've got an exercise for you. And I was like, okay. And she was like, pick hold on, I have to make the moon behind Ina more grand looking. This is not enough. Everything's on one layer now though, so we're gonna make do with what we can do. Not enough. Anyways, the oh yes. Oh, that looks so fucking cool. Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Anyways, so I did like not the ink splotches, no. She had me like, gave me like a wheel of like listing emotions out, and she was like, okay, I want you to pick I think it was 6 of these emotions that you resonate with, that you feel or whatever. And then with those 6 emotions, we'll like assign each of them a color. And I said, okay, so I did that. And then she said, okay, now make a drawing. It could be very simple or whatever, that uses all of these colors and like illustrate your feelings in whatever way you think works. There's no wrong answers. And I was like, okay, sure, sounds good. So I did. And she looked at it and she was like, wow, this is really creative. And I was like, I'm sorry. Because I kind of low-key do something similar, maybe not as like categorized, but I do something similar for like, you know when you do like vent art. You know what I mean? You just kind of draw whatever you're feeling, even if it don't make really much sense. So I kind of just like did a rehash of something like that. But I guess she thought it looked really artsy. Anyway, yeah, if you ever think your art looks like shit, just add compositing on top of it. Eventually it'll look slightly better, and you can at least hide your mistakes. Nonsense that the Hiya. I like that song because of their cover. I never heard it before, but I like it a lot. Your therapist is getting free comms. No. Maybe. They weren't anything good. I used the little Crayola markers she had. And I bedoodled. I bedoodled. Period, question mark, I guess. I don't know. She said we're gonna break it down in our next session, so I'm gonna break it down. I gotta learn how to dance real quick. Break it down. We'll see what happens with that. Picasso. Okay, I feel like there's not enough going on anymore though. So I wanna just add a bunch more random shit going on. I'm thinking we'll add some like pink feathers for Wawa and maybe like pink stars for Ina. But like in like the foreground and also kind of magical looking so it gives it its own vibe. You know? Do you know? No techie style. Feathers. Yeah. That really ruffles my feathers. Did I tell you guys there was a point where I was going to be like a bird VTuber, like a songbird, I think is what I was going to do. But I thought the idea was a little overused, so I did something more unique, I suppose. Became a mage instead. But that's kind of cool that was going to happen. Did you know? I want to play Heartopia really badly. You guys want to play Heartopia with me in a little bit? You guys want to play that with me in a little bit? I might. or maybe I'll play off. I don't know. I do need to eat. I do need to eat food. But we'll see what happens. You could still magic yourself into a bird. You know, I never thought about that. I suppose that is true. I can magic myself into a bird at any time. I definitely wasn't just fishing in Heartopia. Let's go. Stella did you play the meteor shower last night? I logged on at like fucking like I don't even know 1 a.m. and I was like, oh shit, it's meteor showering. I did. Oh, good. Collecting the little starry shards to match your vibes. Yes. Absolute yes. Slowly but surely, I will have my space bathroom. Yeah. It is a little tough because there's only I think they said there's only 9 rocks per shower, and you get like 3 to 6 stones from each. But most of the thingies cost like 25 stones or something, and you got to make sure you get your colors and everything. I've just been getting stuff in like whatever color. I feel like I'll mix them up. It'll be nice, you know. So I've really only seen blue, white, and green stones out in the wild. But I think that might be because they're at the fishing. It's been the only 2 showers I've participated in were at the fishing area, you know. A lot of them land in the canyon, supposedly. That song's stuck in my head real bad now. Illuminato, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Illuminato. Also, hello. Alex, Sato, Tomfoolery, Peebs, Windrea, and Altair. Welcome to the Bozo Buddies. Thank you, Illuminato. Beautiful art as always. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you so much. And thank you for gifting. Everybody enjoy your time. We're going to do a member stream this week. I don't know what, but we'll do something. I have a couple ideas. Nothing like super solid set in stone yet, though. just gonna do some like little flying particles. I feel like you can never go wrong with like random unidentified flying particles. Ooh. It seems Jibber also has once again lost the roll. That's okay. You know, better luck next time, as always. Better luck next time. Maybe it'll happen someday. Maybe someday. I do think I've decided. I know I was tossing this around last time. I know we're still like 6 months away. Well, not quite 6 months, I guess 5 months away. But I do want to do another Mageathon this year. But it's not going to be the exact same as what we did last year because I haven't delivered all of my stuff yet. I wanna be able to deliver everything before I promise much more. So I think I'm gonna just have everything on the Mageathon this year go towards making a really big fancy like IRL music video. I think we'll have it all go to that. I don't know what the incentives will be yet. I haven't really thought about that in that much detail, but I think that'll be like, we'll just do one goal, so it's like one promise. It all goes to the same thing, works out like that, you know what I mean? With only subs to unlock more emotes. We'd have to reach, like, what was it, 700 subs or something like that? It was at least 500. I know it's too much. We're cooked in the emote department for a while, I fear. You guys went too hard. And now I don't know. I'm not complaining. Still though. There you go. Maybe that, and then if I put like a little blurry blur maybe. I want to blur a couple of them more than some of the other ones. Maybe these because they're super close to the camera. These. And this. There you go. We'll blur these even more. Get a second blur going on. Yeah. That feels like there's some depth going on. Maybe I should do some non-blurred ones. Maybe not non-blurred, but super, like, not super blurred. I want to put a light in between their hands, too, but we'll get there in a second. I'm just trying to make it look like there's more going on. If you just add more and more nonsense. Nonsense, Hiya. We need to get Mimi to 1 million subs. Can we get 1 million subscribers? I would go absolutely ballistic if I ever hit 1 million. I don't think that's like in the cards for me, but I feel like that would be insane if it ever did happen. If I hit 100,000, I'd go ballistic, to be honest. Let's set our goals somewhere reachable, shall we? Yeah, maybe like this. Well, actually, no. Maybe like that. Yeah. And I'm just going to erase a little bits and pieces of some of them. Oh, not that much. Little bits and pieces of some of them. Make them feel a little bit more in the back. Yeah. 1 million tomorrow. Tomorrow? No way. You're really fun to listen to. One day. Thank you. I often feel like I'm kind of like a bad streamer because I'm like, what the fuck am I even saying? Sometimes I have moments of lucidity in a stream where I'm like, I've been live for like 3 hours and I can't tell you a single thing that I said the entire time. Moments of lucidity that are completely out the window. Hold on. I'm color dodging now. We're adding some little complementariness going on in such and things. I realize it looks muddy, but wait till you lower the opacity. That's where the magic's at. Mimi bad? What did I do? I didn't mean to do it. Sorky. Sorky. Accident. Okay, hold on. Let's put a little light or something here. And then I kind of want to put like a magic circle around them. I know we're going a little overboard for a doodle, but hey. I could do it. I could do it. All you have to do is trust me because I can do it. There you go. Beautiful. A little shininess going out of it like that. Yes, yes. Stunning and gorgeous and beautiful and stunning. Maybe one of these. Not quite like that. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Trust the process, Bozoos. It'll work. Mimi's beginning to believe. Maybe. Okay, I don't remember exactly what their graphics look like, but I'm just gonna do something that feels kind of like it. They had like the moon. Okay, it's gonna be like really messy. It'd be better if it was different. I wish I could just get the graphics and like slap it on top, but I don't know. They had like the moon, and then they had like the sun, like fucking like this maybe. Yeah. It'll go like to the halfway point maybe. And then the moon. And then yeah. Hold on. Trust the process. Or don't. This isn't really the middle of the paper anymore, but whatever. Okay. And then you just... Yes, but more like this. Maybe thinner. Maybe thinner is the vibes. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. I don't cast with magic circles, so listen, what do I know? I can tell you this kind of vaguely sort of looks like a magic circle in its own way. Maybe vaguely, kind of vaguely. So, maybe this is something. I cast Boom Boom I Love Pretty Girls. My Princess Celestia and Princess Luna's sister OC mark. The cutie mark? Yeah. That's true. The whole concert had those vibes though. You know, it was giving like Luna and Celestia energy. In like the best way possible. You will not hear me complaining about that. Speaking of Princess Celestia, in the Hot Topic we went to, they had like Princess Celestia earrings. Like that were just like full-on minifigures of her that looked like actually pretty decent quality. I obviously didn't buy them, but you know, crazy to see that in the year of our Lord 2026. Tell you what, Princess Celestia merch of all people. They also had like a bro muscle tee of Fluttershy that said I fucking love like kindness or something like that. It was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. I won't lie. Okay, I do kind of want this to be thinner. It looks a little... Actual minifigs. Yeah, like actual, like, tiny minifigures. Let me make this thinner. Picasso. I don't know when Ina and Kiara are planning to do like their like after talk streams, but I will be there for both of them whenever that happens. So, you know, Bozoos, you're welcome to follow me into those streams should you desire. You'll see me up in chat, just like you. Oh, she just like you for real. On another note, if anyone would like to buy me some more yogurt, I'd like it, because I don't have any, and I want some. Okay, did that ruin it? Maybe. It certainly isn't really helping. What if I put it like on like an overlay? Ooh, yes. Kira just got home. She tweeted a little while ago. Oh, good. How much does yogurt cost? Usually like a $1 or something. For one. Because I think isn't it usually like 3 for $5? Maybe it's like $1.50 or something? Chobani? Yeah, Chobani. I like the Chobani ones. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Wow. Beautiful. Picasso. I'll post this on Twitter. Taco Toady. Wow. It's exporting. It's exporting right now. Kind of big. Anyway, I am kind of hungry. I really like Wawa's new outfit. So many frills. I agree. It's really cute. It's definitely giving. I forgot what she said they were called, but the like traditional like Austrian dress. It's giving that, but in like a very like fashionable type of way. I like it. And Ina's I really like too, because hers is giving like, how do I say this? Like yokai princess in a way? Yokai priestess? I like it a lot. I like it. Both are really good. I also like that both of them had different like toggle ons and offs. You know what I mean? Like they could take off the like capes and like the longer bits and bobs. You know, I dig it. Also the hat, it's so fantasy core. Yeah, the hat was super duper cute. She looked like a little healer or something in like a RPG. Like a half DPS, half healer. Does that count? That's what she looked like. Rip stream elements, no diffs, but treat yourself to a yummy yogurt. Did you send me something? Oh, did the no diff not come on? It should have. Oh. Oh. Right. That's not quite correct. Right. Well, I'll fix that. I'll fix that so it fixes itself next time. Thank you, Stella Foz. I'm gonna get me some yogurts with that. Thank you so much. Now I need Wawa to be in an RPG game. Yeah. I feel like her design and everything would fit right in to like a Genshin type of situation. Holo RPG needs to be a thing. Don't they have a new Holo game coming out? I think it's like a rhythm game type situation, not really an RPG, but with the little chibi guys. You know, little chibi versions of them. It's important to feed and water your streamers. Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll call it here for today, because I'm also still kind of tired and out of it. But I will stream again. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow Wednesday? Yeah. I need to double check. I'll stream again this week for sure. Friday, if not sometime before that. Because I have my therapy appointment on Thursday, and that's at the same like time frame where I'm usually streaming. I feel like my mom said something's going on tomorrow, so I don't remember. But we'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow. Maybe. And if not, then definitely Friday for sure. We'll see. And then if I don't get to do 2 more streams this week, I'll do 1 on the weekend. Okay. Okay, thank you. And I'll be seeing you. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening to my stories. I'll try to get the vlog done super duper soon. And yes. And yes. I have to go film my happy ad. I have to go film some stuff for my happy ad, so I'm gonna eat and then do that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. See you soon. Kiss you. Love you, bozus. And yeah, let's hang out again soon. By Domash, by Stelafaj, by Thrud, by Korilu, by SIvan, by Art of Blart, by Rugen, by Lord Penguin, by Space Knight, by Anacart, by ISD, by Lord Penguin a second time, I think probably a second time maybe, if not just then, you know, hi. By Butatoskin, by Illuminatu, by Chill Shanti, by Lurkers, Vlad Watchers, Takodachis, KFP, Bozus, and Bagels. And I'll be seeing you. I'll tweet this out on Twitter in the next like 10 minutes or so if you want to take a gander at that. All right. Kiss you then. Bye then. Okay, love you. Okay, love you. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Thank you. I'm gonna put my little salmon in the oven. I was gonna say the fridge. It's already in the fridge. In the oven. Okay, bye. Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, alright, bye. Okay. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up. Okay, I'll hang up. Okay. Alright, okay, bye. Okay.